Do you know, is he starting tonight or is Mason starting? Do you know?
I haven't heard. I would think he's probably going to start.
Yeah.
He looked good warming up.
The Hialeah Thoroughbreds and the Lakeland Dreadnots.
Welcome to Bryant Stadium on a beautiful Friday night for some Dreadnought football. Tonight I'm pleased to be joined by guest color analyst Keith Deloach. Keith, how you doing tonight?
Doing great. Thanks for having me, Jeff. Excited for a great Dreadnought game.
Thank you for being here. So tonight we have an out-of-conference game after stepping into conference play last week. And by beating Plain City, tonight we welcome Miami Hialeah, the Thoroughbreds.
Yep, anytime those Miami schools come up, they always bring athletes. A couple times they've actually beaten us over the years. So hopefully it'll be a great game tonight and a lot of excitement.
Should be almost to the midway point of the season here for Lakeland. Like I said, a little westward from the district play, but after this week, over the next few weeks, we'll be getting heavy into district play.
That's right. Got to go on a couple road games here soon and hopefully get another district championship.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's kind of exciting this year. A new district. Got some Hillsborough County teams.
Yeah, I was really surprised. There's really only two Lakeland teams in the district, and as only the FHSAA can do, we have two Lakeland teams in two different districts in the same classification. So still not sure how that works.
Wait, explain that to me.
Yeah, George Jenkins is not in our district.
But I thought they were a class above us. Are they in our district now?
Mm-mm.
They're back there in 7A. They moved back down?
Yep.
Well, I did not realize that. That is kind of crazy.
Yeah, they're over with some teams towards like the Kissimmee area, so they split us up.
Yeah, that's weird, yeah. But of course, I live over in Valrico now, so now we're play Bloomingdale and Durant over in my neck of the woods. So
yeah, Strawberry Crest,
Strawberry Crest,
all
Plain
that
City,
way.
yeah. So, I mean, the Eastern Hillsborough County, like Plain City, they should just be annexed into Polk County.
They really should.
Plain City's Polk County, right? I mean, come on, who are we kidding here?
Exactly.
It would fit perfectly, So we were just discussing about the quarterback situation. Of course, Mason Martin's been playing primarily this year due to injury to the transfer from Lake Wells, who's supposed to be our starting quarterback. We're not sure if he's going to start tonight or not. It looks like you said he looked pretty good warming up, so we think he'll definitely play tonight.
Yeah, he played a little bit last week. So, like I said, we'll just kind of see how much Coach Castle opens up the offense. Those first few games, he wasn't running the quarterback a lot because we didn't have that ability.
And here come the Dreadnots.
There they come wearing the all orange.
The runway to victory, led by the Lakeland football helmet, the iconic Lakeland football helmet golf cart. One of the greatest traditions in high school sports, no doubt.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I was talking with someone today that came by my office about the cool traditions they have here at Lakeland High School. I was over at my Tampa office, even being over in Tampa, I had at least 3 or 4 people say, oh, they saw the L on my show. Is that Lakeland High School? I said, yeah, and so, no matter where you go, Lakeland, the orange Lakeland L is well known throughout the area, for sure.
It sure is. A lot of fun stuff on Friday nights at Bryant Stadium.
Yeah, if you, it's great to watch the webcast. We're glad you join us if you can't make it to Bryant Stadium, but it's always great to be here in person at Bryant Stadium, especially tonight. It's actually a slight little breeze in the air. That feels nice.
Yeah, the weather's great tonight, so hopefully we'll have a great game, and it's a great night to be out at Bryant Stadium watching the Dreadnots play.
And we want to make sure to thank our pregame sponsor, Agnini Family Dental. They do a great job. We appreciate them sponsoring our pregame show. Keith, I'm a patient at Agnini. Are you a patient at Agnini?
Absolutely.
I thought you were, yeah. They do a great job. It's It's like I say, it's almost like you're going to like a resort when you go to the dentist there. I mean,
that is true.
For people like myself who maybe grew up with a fear of going to the dentist, they really put you at ease. It's a first-class experience. Great dentists, and they do a great job. All the modern technology, cutting edge of everything there at Ignini Family Dental. And if you are looking for an upgrade to your dentist or you need a new dentist, we encourage you, please give the fine folks at Ignini Family Dental a call and tell them that Jeff and Keith from the webcast sent you their way.
Absolutely.
Let's see, it's almost time for kickoff here.
Yep, let's get it going.
As the thoroughbreds almost look like the Patriots there, the blue and the red. They're going to be kicking off to Lakeland. Lakeland will be receiving the ball in the south end zone, heading north here at Bryant Stadium. And just to give you guys a heads up at home, we're having some difficulties tonight with our score graphic. So unless we can get it fixed as of now, we will not be able to have the time or score graphic tonight on your TVs at home or your computer screens. So Keith and I will be very diligent at keeping you up to date throughout the game. And with the onside kick by Hialeah, wow, it's going to work. The Thoroughbreds caught Lakeland by surprise, and the Thoroughbreds have recovered, I should say, the onside kick. Wow, Keith, that's a little bit of trickorama to start the game.
Yeah, they sure did, and it actually bounced right into the Lakeland guy's stomach. He just couldn't quite field it, and next thing you know, it's on the ground. And once it's on the ground, it's anybody's football.
And it was actually on the ground, and Lakeland had a chance to recover it, but it was kind of fell behind him. He didn't see it.
Yeah, you just got to be so attentive when you're there on the that front row of that kickoff, because you just never know when a team might try to do that. And you're up here on the road. Why not go for it if you're Miami? So Dreadnought defense can get a chance to shut them down and get the ball back for the offense.
So basically, it's going to amount to almost where Hialeah, they're going to get their kickoff to start both halves.
Exactly.
You don't see that very often. Handoff right at the middle. And that's going to go for about 5 or 6 yards. Positive play for Hialeah.
Yeah, that was a nice first down run for him. Going to need the defense to buckle down here.
Their sophomore running back, Deshaun Trowers, 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4 for the Thoroughbreds. They're coached by Gary Sanchez. It's a flag on the play as that handoff goes once again to Deshaun Trowers, who got a first down, but I think this is going to come back, Keith.
Yeah, that looks like that area of holding right there in the middle of the offensive line. That was an awful big hole he ran through.
Champ Johnson with the tackle.
Yep, that's the call, holding.
Against the Thoroughbreds.
It was, in fact, holding, so they're going to bring this back. So instead of first down, the Thoroughbreds would now face second and probably about 16 or so.
Yeah, it just really kills you as an offense when you get a nice play like that, a big gainer, and have a hold, bring it all the way back.
Yeah, especially, you gamble on the kickoff, recover the onside kick. You want to try to take advantage of it and score, but now you're kind of up against it as it's 2nd and long for the Thoroughbreds. Call it 2nd and 14, so not too bad. Incomplete pass as Marvin Trowers was looking for DeCarlo Donaldson, and they could not make the hook up there, Keith. He was open.
Yeah, actually, he was open, but actually our linebacker did a great job there of just retreating because he didn't have anyone in front of him and was really able to kind of mess up that throwing lane for the quarterback. That was a great job there by Dreadnought number 7.
That's
Sean Smith. Yeah, great job.
To be honest with you, I couldn't tell. Did he tip that, or did it go off the receiver's hands?
It looked like he tipped it and the receiver tipped it both. But that's just great coaching and great execution. If you're a linebacker and it's a pass play and nobody's flashing in front of you, you just keep retreating, keep squeezing that window for the quarterback. Great job by the linebacker there.
Great analysis there, Keith. Trowers drops back to pass again, does a sidearm delivery, and is able to complete the pass, but no gain.
To Deshaun Trowers.
That's, I believe, Cletus Anglin, defensive end, getting out there, making a very athletic play there for defensive end to make the tackle on the speedy back out in the flats.
I was going to say, Jeff, really at any level, but even more so at the high school level, when your defensive end can flash out into the flat and take that running back down, that just is huge. So let's see if we might be able to get a nice return here.
2 guys back as Lakeland tries to set the return. It's going to bounce out of bounds around the 20-yard line. Let's see, Lakeland will actually take over at their own 23-yard line. So they survived the onside kick recovery by the Thoroughbred. So 10-19 to go here in the first quarter, and it's still 0-0 as Lakeland will get the ball for the first time. Keith, just go back to that last play there. There was a really nice job there by the quarterback, Marvin Trout, as he dropped down and did a sidearm delivery to get around the Lakeland defender to complete the pass.
Yeah, that's a great job by the defense after that onside kick. Now let's see if the offense can't get cranked up here.
We do have senior quarterback Shael Garnett in, so he is starting tonight.
Sure is. Let's see what Coach Castle does with him. Oh, goodness.
He kept it right at the middle. He's got a huge hole, and he's going to get out to around the 37-yard line. We'll give him about a 13 or 14-yard gain.
Yeah, that's going to be fun to see this part of the Lakeland offense, Jeff, because, with Mason Martin being the backup, you really don't want to run him a lot.
He's
the last thing you want is
to,
well, even if you can run a little bit, you just don't want to risk that injury and be with your third-string quarterback. So it's going to be interesting to see this Lakeland offense now that the quarterback is a real run threat as well.
He does a great job in the read option. He made the right read. He kept the ball and went right in the middle for a big game. And here he is in the shotgun once again. This time he hands it off to DeMarcus Bowman, who's going to get about 3 or 4 yards, but there is a flag down, as you said a while ago, Keith. It looks like, once again, that's in that holding area, so I think it's going to be holding against Lakeland, but let's see.
It sure
enough, it is. Okay, so now we do have the score graphic up. As you see, 0-0.
Oh, great.
The clock's not working, so we'll continue to update you on the clock. We want to thank tonight's webcast sponsor, B&L Tires. If you need tires in the Lakeland area, go see the fine folks at B&L Tires, located, I believe, out there on the Bartow Highway.
That's right, Jeff. And this is their second year being a webcast sponsor. Really appreciate their support of not only the Dreadnought football program, but this webcast that so many people enjoy on a Friday night.
And actually, the owner, Chris Crawford, he is contemporary of mine. We played Little League baseball against each other.
Look at this, Jeff. They've got 8 guys within 3 yards of the line of scrimmage. It'll be interesting to see. Coach Castle's. Yeah, that's going to be pass interference.
Yeah. The one referee there, I guess that'd be the umpire. He didn't see it because he kind of got caught up in the play. But the side judge throws the flag, and it's the right call as the Hialeah defender had his arms wrapped around the Lakeland receiver before the ball got there.
Yeah, I noticed, Jeff. They've been
tackling him, actually.
Yeah, they've been putting a ton of guys right on the line of scrimmage. I don't know if they're just trying to load up to stop the run, but, boy, Coach Castle, he's not going to let that go long without throwing the ball for sure.
Well, yeah, and of course, obviously everyone keys on DeMarcus Bowman, but then in addition to that, you got the quarterback who's more of a dual threat running quarterback now, so certainly makes sense if you're the opposing defensive coordinator to load the box. But Castle, I think, will definitely take advantage of that with throwing the ball downfield. It's not like, even though Garnett can certainly run the ball more than Martin, it's not like he can't throw the ball. He's a true dual threat quarterback. He's committed to Auburn. He's big-time talent.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they stick with that. Let's keep an eye on that. But, boy, that was a lot of people right up on the line. The linebackers have backed off a little bit, but there's still a lot of guys in the box.
Inside handoff there. I believe that's going to be Kellum, right? Reggie Kellum.
Boy, he really runs hard for his size. It's really impressive.
They kind of use Bowman as a decoy there a little bit, kind of going in motion, and then they hit Kellum on that inside little handoff there.
Well, and that's kind of the risk you take, Jeff, is you put that many guys on the line of scrimmage. If you get to the second level even a little bit, even if your defensive backs make a good tackle like they did there, it's still a 12, 14-yard gain.
Another Dreadnought first down. Once again, here's the snap and the handoff this time to Bowman, who gets wrapped up pretty quickly. And there's another flag down. I'm not sure where that's going to be. Now another flag coming in even later. There may have been some extracurricular activity for that last flag.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if that second flag is a dead ball.
Yeah, face mask. I thought that
mask.
first one was a face mask. When the guy was tackling Bowman, he had his hand up there. I didn't think that one could be holding, so that's kind of what I expected to see, a face mask. But it's not a personal foul. It looks like it's just a regular face mask.
You can see what this second flag in the secondary is, because that was definitely away from the play. Yeah, that's a dead ball against Lakeland. Personal foul.
The penalty was a dead ball personal foul against the Dreadnots.
And that's what the extracurricular activity was all about. I was just alluding to.
Yep, that's unfortunate. We got to keep our discipline better than that.
So I'm not sure in this situation, they're not really offsetting. I think they'll go ahead and march them both off since one was after the play.
That's right, yeah. So it'll ultimately be about a 10-yard penalty instead of 15 because we get the 5 for the face mask.
And we gained about maybe, I don't know. I don't think we gained anything. So I think it's going to be.
Yeah, it's backing us up a little bit there.
But now,
the penalties result in first down and 20 for the Dreadnoughts.
So it is first. I wasn't sure. I thought it might be second down because the penalty was.
Yeah, because of the defensive penalty, we'll get the first down again. Yeah.
So first and 20 here.
Well, look at all those guys at the line of scrimmage. That is amazing.
Oh, it's amazing. Another one drop back there.
Flag on the play.
We'll see if this speedster, Arian Smith, can blow the top off of that defensive alignment.
Yeah, definitely might need to go deep.
False start against the Dreadnots.
First down and 25.
First and 25. Not a lot of teams have plays in the playbook for first and 25, but if anybody does, it would be Coach Castle and Lakeland when you got guys like Bowman and Smith.
That's true.
Two of the fastest guys in the state.
Yeah, and he'll try to get it back in chunks, I'm sure. It'll be interesting to see if he throws it here on first down.
Hialeah Garnett's pass is incomplete, intended for Arian Smith.
Yeah, speaking of Smith, he was kind of open there over the middle, kind of a deep slant, but just couldn't quite make the catch.
Yeah, he let the ball get into his pads a little bit. He's just got to concentrate on reaching his hands out there, securing that out away from the body, because once it gets into the pads, it's just almost impossible on that slant pass to corral that in.
Yeah, Arian Smith, he's obviously got world-class speed, but I know he's still kind of working in some of the finer points of being a wide receiver.
Yeah, he's really progressing really well, and it's the old cliche goes, you can't coach speed, but you can coach him on all the other stuff. So he's getting there. He's getting there.
A lot of big-time Division I programs are looking at him. Garnett rolls to his right, has a guy downfield, but he is covered.
Yeah, that was good coverage there.
Actually kind of had almost double coverage there. So
brings up third down and 25.
Garnett did a good job rolling out and waiting, but really just good coverage by the thoroughbreds, and he wasn't open. That's one where maybe trying to dump it off to your checkoff receiver may have been better.
Yeah, now they're in a tough one. 3rd and 25. That's a tough one. Let's see what old Coach Castle dials up here.
I won't be surprised to see him maybe just do a draw play to Bowman. At any given time, he could explode for a 25-plus yard gain.
That is for sure.
So Kellum splits out wide right. That's going to be another flag, delay of game. So now it's going to be 1st and 30. I did notice there that Coach Castle did take a little bit longer than normal getting that play in.
Yeah, as quarterback, though, you just got to either call a timeout or get the play off.
You see the score 0-0 here in the first quarter. Tonight's game brought to you by B&L Tires. 3rd and 30 now, actually. And it's 7:53 to go here in the first half. All right, Garnett is in the empty backfield, takes a snap, surveys the field, throws it deep downfield. He's got a guy open, and that is dropped by Arian Smith. That time Smith was open. He had his guy beat, and Garnett made a beautiful pass, and Smith just could not haul it in.
Boy, that was a beautiful pass. Is right, Jeff. Goodness
hit him in
gracious.
stride.
He had a couple chances to catch it, actually.
If he caught it clean, that's a touchdown. Then on the bobble, he would have been caught, but he still would have been obviously a big gain in a first down. So right now, Arian Smith is Got to shake that off and get ready for the next drive. So 4th and a cab ride, so it's definitely
interesting. We got our quarterback back there punting.
To punt, yeah. Garnett's going to punt. That's interesting.
Oh, I can see why.
Pretty
Look
nice
at
punt.
that.
Wow. And he muffs the punt, but I think the thoroughbreds did recover it.
Fumble on the punt. Recovered by the thoroughbreds.
That's number 7. Sean Smith laid the lumber on that, Keith.
Yeah, that was really impressive, getting down on that coverage like that for our starting middle linebacker. That was a great play. What a nice punt. I didn't realize Garnett was also a punter.
Yeah, me neither, but that was a nice heads-up play by the other guy back deep for the thoroughbreds to recover that. Otherwise, Lakeland would have been in business.
Yeah, you're seeing more and more high school teams put 2 guys back there, and it's really for that. Because if you just have your one returner and he gets blown up, muffs it, there's nobody else around. So, yep, now our defense needs to bow it up here and get it back for the offense, get things rolling.
So 1st and 10 for the thoroughbreds at their own 25-yard line. 7:36 to go here in the opening quarter. 0-0 is your score. Quarterback for Hialeah takes a snap, rolls out to his right. No one's open, so he's going to take off and run. And he's going to get out to about the 29-yard line. So a gain of 4 for Marvin Trowers. Q Hall makes the tackle for the Dreadnots. Keith, we have brothers on the team here for the thoroughbreds. The quarterback there, Marvin Trowers, number 3, is a senior. And then the tailback who had those 2 carries in the first drive is Deshaun Trowers, sophomore running back. So got the Trowers brothers are heavily involved in the offense here for Hialeah. Got split receivers on both sides for the thoroughbreds. Trowers takes a snap, fakes it to his brother. He keeps it, rolls out to his right. There's a flag on the play. Looks like he'll be holding. He takes off and scrambles out past the 35-yard line. So that's enough for a first down. But let's see what these flags are about. I would imagine it's going to be holding against Hialeah.
It sure looked like it. They threw it right as the pocket was collapsing. That Dreadnought pass rush is looking good so far tonight.
Keith, if we get any more penalties here in the first half, as it is holding against Hialeah, we might start getting tweets from Tom Brady saying enough with the penalties. Did you see that last night? He's watching the Thursday night game between the Jaguars and the Titans, and there were so many penalties that the GOAT, the greatest of all time, Tom Brady, starts tweeting and saying, "It's enough for me. I'm going to bed. I can't watch it with the penalties." Not a good look for the NFL when you got your best player tweeting too many penalties.
That is tough. It always hurts the rhythm of the game. Let's see what
no doubt.
Dreadnoughts do here on 2nd and long. See if they bring a little pressure.
6:40 to go here in the first half. In addition to thanking B&L Tires, our webcast sponsor of the game, Center State Bank is the sponsor of the game here at Bryant Stadium. We want to thank Center State as well. This time, Trowers hands it off to his brother. That's Marvin to Deshaun, and Deshaun gets a couple yards, but it's going to be 3rd and long now.
Yeah, really nice job by Q Hall there, just reading, filling that hole, and just stopping the running back dead in his tracks.
So 3rd and 16 now for the thoroughbreds. Be interesting to see if they really go for it. Maybe if they just do like a little draw play or a screen pass, try to maybe catch Lakeland off guard. You got stacked receivers to the left and the right. Marvin Trowers takes the snap, surveys the field, steps up in the pocket. He's under pressure. He throws it downfield, and it is caught. That was dropped by number 11. British Mitchell, and then number 5, Frederick Eford, almost caught it on the bobble by his teammate, and I thought he had it for a second, but he was not able to hold on. But that was a nice hit there by the Lakeland defensive back to help break up that pass to Mitchell.
Yeah, that was good closing on the receiver for sure,
he was open.
Jeff. He was open, definitely, but he closed down and got in there and disrupted it, just wasn't able to squeeze it. So, once again, maybe we'll get one for one of these Dreadnought returners to actually return this time. Let's see.
I like what I've seen so far from their quarterback, Marvin Trowers. Does a good job of scrambling and stepping up in the pocket and put that one in the money. It was just dropped. Nice punt. He's got a chance for a return there, but he's getting hemmed in. Now that's going to be flagged. He's going the wrong direction. This is going to be a disaster.
Stop going backwards. He fumbled it.
Did he fumble?
Yep, we recovered, though. Goodness. We got to work on that. You just got to go
so
forward.
We lost about 16 yards from where we caught it, and there's a holding.
Penalty.
So we're going to be taking over inside the 10-yard line. This is.
Yeah, Coach Castle's not going to like that at all. That'll be one of the ones where they're watching film next week where the whole team is just saying, what are you doing?
No bueno. Kendall Dennis, the senior, he should know better. Defensive back on that would-be punt return.
Champ Johnson with the fumble recovery.
Champ Johnson recovered the fumble, so good job by Champ there, the junior defensive back. It is a hold against Lakeland, so that's going to put us back, like I said, around the 10-yard line.
Yeah, it's really, really tough when the hold happened at about the 40-yard line and their returners just kept retreating. That's really a tough
not
one.
Gonna, yeah.
And he's trying to help Bowman and the offense pad their
get
stats
more
a
yards,
little bit.
Yeah. I think Kendall Dennis is not going to enjoy the film session on that one.
No, it's hard to kind of defend what you were thinking there, but they'll coach him up. He'll do better next time.
The Dreadnots take over first down and 10 from their own 9-yard line.
My goodness, another flag. These refs are throwing some flags, Jeff.
Bowman gets a little bit of yardage, about 3 or 4 yards.
Flag on the play.
But this, as you said, Keith, another flag on the play. Another hold. I think we've had, 5 or 6 holdings, and it's barely halfway through the first quarter. I mean, this is highly unusual.
And very
annoying.
unusual.
So the good news is for Lakeland, you don't really lose 10 yards because you can't. So it's just going to be first and about 14 now. Maybe first and 15 at the worst. Yeah, we'll call that first and 14, I believe here for Lakeland. 5:23 to go here in the first quarter. Scoreless so far between the Dreadnots and the Thoroughbreds. Garnett's under center.
Flag on the play.
And I think he drawed his own teammate off on the hard snap.
Yeah, Coach Castle was trying to get the 5 yards back, but our offensive right guard there just wasn't focused, wasn't dialed in.
And you could tell, Garnett was doing the hard snap, hard count, but faked his own teammate out instead of the Thoroughbred defensive lineman.
Brings up first down and 16.
There's a nice run by the fullback.
Gets a few yards back, gives us some breathing room.
And doing the water break.
Yeah, they're a little bit late on that. It's supposed to be the 6-minute water break. So we'll take a brief commercial break. Be back with you soon at Bryant Stadium.
Agnini Family Dental truly is a family of doctors. We strive to give our patients a patient-first dental experience. Our goal at Agnini Family Dental is to provide our patients with the highest level of comprehensive dental care and prevention. Every member of our team promises to put the needs and concerns of every patient first in every aspect of their dental care. Our family of doctors take a tooth-conservative approach to restorative dentistry with a special focus on sedation dentistry, implant dentistry, and orthodontics. Call to schedule your appointment today and let our family of doctors change the way you look at dentistry.
All right, back with you at Bryant Stadium. Hialeah 0, Lakeland 0. 5:11 to go in the first quarter. Once again, I want to thank Agnini Family Dental, as you just saw their commercial, who's our pregame and postgame show sponsor for the Lakeland football webcast.
Thank you, JROTC, for creating an exciting game day experience.
All right, so Garnett's back under center. No, he's actually in the shotgun, excuse me. Takes the snap, surveys the field, throws it deep down the field, and he's going to overthrow a wide open receiver.
Incomplete, intended for Jalen Rowe.
Yeah, I tell you, Jeff, that was really, really wide open. They're definitely getting behind the defensive backs, but goodness, you just got to put a little bit more air under that, and that would have been a touchdown right there. Now we've got 3rd and 11, ball on the 9-yard line. Let's see what Coach Castle dials up. Oh, great call. Look at that. Nice. Delayed draw to DeMarcus Bowman right up the middle, picks up the 3rd and 11. First down, Dreadnots.
Play gain 19 yards and results in another Dreadnought first down, which is brought to you by FHS Overhead Doors.
Got 1st and 10 at the 28. Wow, look at that, right up the middle. Another great call.
Shikari Martin on the counter, tackled by Jerry Celestine. Flag at the end of the ball.
We'll have to wait and see what this flag is, but what a great run right up the middle for Martin.
Penalty is a block in the back against the Dreadnoughts.
It was a block in the back, but still a really great run. 4:22 left in the first quarter. First down. Now we're finally on the right side of the 50. Driving, trying to get that first score.
Shocking. Another penalty after a couple nice runs by the Dreadnoughts. The passing game was just not quite clicking as we got some guys open. I think we'll start clicking here eventually.
Yeah, they're open. They just got to get it timed up right.
So Lakeland, the I formation with Garnett under center. Here comes the man in motion. Play action fake. He's looking to pass again. And he's thrown it deep down the field again. And it is picked off at the, no, incomplete. I thought the safety coming over caught it, but he cannot haul it in. So
yeah, I think the wind held that up a little bit. Jeff allowed the safety to get over. But, yeah, just a good job by the Dreadnoughts actually turning into a DB there.
Yes, Arian Smith once again. I'm thinking, Keith, maybe at some point you might see Coach Castle maybe just try to let Garnett complete a short pass or two. So far, almost all of his passes have kind of been either medium length or down the field, a lot of long,
Yeah, I'd tell you, Jeff,
trying to stretch the field.
Yeah, the reason he's doing that, if you watched, I mean, they're playing bump and run coverage, single high safety. So, yeah, I mean, he'll keep doing that. We'll connect on a couple. But it also helps when you can just do this right here.
Bowen, big gain. He's around the left tackle and down inside the 30-yard line, as that's enough for a first down for Lakeland. Great job by the offensive line, blocking, opening up a big hole for Bowman.
Yeah, it looks like the offensive line's starting to settle down, open up some holes, getting some nice runs.
22-yard gain for Bowman, but not just the offensive line, Keith. The receiver out here on the left did a good job of blocking the perimeter, which also helped to spring Bowman in that play.
Oh, absolutely. They do a great job at Lakeland High School getting those perimeter players to block for the run game.
Handing off to the fullback right in the middle, number 5 for Lakeland. Shikari Martin gets about 7 or 8 yards, we'll say, so it'll be 3rd and 2 now.
Yeah, that's huge. When you can get that fullback going up the middle, just opens everything else up for the offense.
Excuse me, that was the first.
Dreadnoughts have now ventured into some prime real estate.
Yeah, should be
second
and 3.
Play. Yeah, second
and 3 now.
It is brought to you by Highland Homes.
We'll call it second and a short 3. We're in the red zone now. The Highland Homes red zone.
Yep, about 3 minutes left in the quarter.
Here comes the receiver in motion for Lakeland. Garnett takes the snap, hands it off to Bowman, who once again bounces it out left. And he's going to be inside the 10 for a Dreadnought first down before he gets knocked out of bounds at around the 6-yard line. So 1st and goal now for Lakeland.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if Coach Castle just kind of goes jumbo down here and tries to run it on in.
So 2:57 to go here in the first quarter, still 0-0. Lakeland knocking, though, on the Hialeah door.
Oh, it looks like Hialeah's called a timeout.
Yep, they want to maybe take a look at what Lakeland's doing offensively, maybe make some substitutions and try to prevent Lakeland from getting in the end zone. Want to give a quick shout out right now to my brother Robbie and your high school classmate Keith, as he is watching the game up in Queens. He's a pilot for JetBlue, so he's up there at his pilot crash pad, waiting for his next flight. He's watching the webcast, so glad you're watching, Robbie.
Yep. Waiting for his next adventure, his next trip in the skies.
As he said, he was getting naughty up in Queens. Don't be too naughty up in Queens, in the big city there.
That's right.
Also, I want to give a shout out to my good friend Keith Cornea, former Booster Club president, who is now living up in Tennessee. Doesn't make it down here very often anymore, but always watches the webcast every week. Glad to have you with us tonight, Keith.
Yeah, it's amazing how many folks all over the country, and even we have military overseas watching the webcast. It's really amazing.
Yeah, very cool deal, no doubt. All right, Lakeland is in the jumbo package, Keith, as you predicted. First and goal from the 7. Garnett takes a snap, hands it off to Bowman. He runs it right up the middle for a touchdown, Dreadnots. That was an easy touchdown there.
That's how you finish that drive. Yeah, he just packed him in there, got a helmet on a helmet, and then handed off to a world-class running back, and there you go. Dreadnots are on the board.
As you see, the senior running back, DeMarcus Bowman, who is committed to Clemson.
Yeah, I saw one of the Clemson coaches is down on the sideline tonight, making sure they're keeping their eye on their prized recruit.
And I also understand that the Clemson coach is here to evaluate Arian Smith as well.
I'm sure, like I said, with that kind of speed, like I said, they can get him just a little more comfortable running those routes, squeezing that football in. But I think that'll come tonight. They've been real close.
Well, high snap. He's still alive. He's trying to run around. He's got some speed. Can he possibly convert? Can he stay in bounds? I think he did. The refs have not signaled yet. Wow.
Yeah, that helps when you have that speed.
You saw that speed right there. He hasn't been able to haul in a reception yet tonight, but he took the bad snap and ran backwards, then around to his right, I guess, and turned their burners on. It looked like Hialeah had him dead to rights, Keith, and before you know it, he tight-roped the sideline and was able to score. So instead of only being up 6 or 7-0 on the great athletic play there by Aaron Smith, it's now 8-0. Dreadnots, although, as I said, the refs are huddling there in the middle of the field. They might be talking about whether or not he actually did make it in. Because I still actually have not seen a ref signal that he made it, but...
Yeah, I guess there's also an injured Hialeah player down in the end zone as well, so they might have just been kind of talking. Yeah, I've noticed the first half of the season here, we've had some challenges on our extra point field goal snaps, holds, all of that. So I'm sure Coach Castle and the team are working on that, but we got to get that ironed out because that can bite you.
And if anybody has a keen eye for a long snap, it's you, my friend.
That is true. It's Coach Castle used to tell me, you just don't anyone want them to know that's what you're doing, because the only time they know who you are is when you mess it up.
Absolutely. Same thing as if you're an umpire in baseball, referee in football, same thing. They only know your name when you blow a call.
Yeah, but right there, like I said, that it was a little high, threw the timing off. But like I said, if you're in a tight game and you really need that extra point or field goal, that can be tough.
Well, Keith, as Coach Castle needs to get you out of practice next week to work with a long snapper.
I don't know. I have to see. I can't tell if the Hialeah player was cramping or if he kind of got caught there trying to make the tackle. It was hard to tell there in the back corner of the end zone.
Lakeland's all lined up, and the guy's even holding the ball. But
yeah, I don't
I'm
think they
take
realize.
it easy there because I thought they were about to kick it, and they're obviously Hialeah player is still injured in the end zone. So.
Yeah, I don't think the Lakeland players realize they've got an injured player back because he's in the very back of the end zone back there.
Yeah, this is actually smart, but this official actually stepped in front of the ball to make sure they didn't kick it. As long as he's been down, I would have to guess that it's not just cramps. Unfortunately, I think he did get hurt in some capacity.
Yeah, like I said, it was just hard to see what happened down there.
That might go down, Keith, that last play there as the the most exciting 2-point conversion
that
of
was
the season.
That was unbelievable.
Maybe in Lakeland football history. Not your run-of-the-mill 2-point conversion, that's for sure. Keith, I know you've been to some of the Lakeland games so far this year. Unfortunately, due to my work schedule, it's actually the first game I've had a chance to see and to call. Have we been using Aaron Smith at all on any like jet sweeps or handoffs, or just?
Oh yeah, I've been using him, but like I said, this is the first kind of full game. We've had Garnett back, at quarterback, so it'll be kind of interesting to see how they end up using him. Yeah, they got him up and moving, but yeah, they're definitely helping him off. Looks like it could be a knee or an ankle, something for sure. Well, hopefully nothing too bad for the kid.
Absolutely. As he did get up, and now he's gingerly walking out the field. As you see, the crowd here at Bryant Stadium clap for him, which is nice and classy, is what you expect from the Lakeland crowd. 8-0 is your score in favor of the Dreadnots. 2:54 to go here in the first quarter. As you said a while ago, Keith, you cannot teach speed, and Arian Smith has plenty of that. Kind of interesting. I missed the first couple of webcasts. And so Tim did those with Fred Lopez, and tonight Tim can't be here, so it's nice to be back in the saddle. Great to have you with me, Keith.
Yeah, I told your brother texted me earlier that he heard you and I were doing the game, and I told him they had to finally bring in the A-team when the good weather got here.
Yeah, exactly. It actually feels like fall. It's September, but I mean, this is unbelievable how nice it is tonight.
Yeah, feel like we're cheating.
Yeah.
We'll have to tell the Booster Club we'll do any game as long as it's just like this.
Exactly.
All right, here we go. Back to playing some football. Let's see if we can get a good kickoff here.
The kick is caught at around the 15-yard line by the thoroughbreds number 1. And he's still on his feet, and they finally get him brought down around the 27-yard line. That's number 1, Jai Ivarian Celestine. Easy for you to say, right?
Yeah, that's a tough one there. You got a flag now. I'm not sure if it's holding.
Another flag.
The Dreadnought scoring drive was 8 plays and covered 91 yards. The scoring play was DeMarcus Bowman's 7-yard touchdown run.
Your Dreadnought touchdown drive, an 8-play drive covering 91 yards, capped off on a 7-yard jaunt right up the middle by DeMarcus Bowman, or just left of the middle, I should say. As that would be one of the easier touchdowns that DeMarcus scores this year.
Well, this is quite a conference they're having for a penalty on a kickoff return.
This is going to be a late night tonight, the rate we're going now, with the amount of flags these refs are throwing in. They're doing a lot of conferences as well. So at halftime tonight, Keith, I'm going to be joined by one of my favorite all-time people. That's veteran Lakeland Ledger sports writer Mike Cobb. He's in the house tonight. Anytime Mr. Cobb is in the house, I like to talk with him. So we'll get his opinions tonight on the game and football in general in Polk County this year.
Absolutely. Gosh, a personal foul on us.
Yeah, foul on Lakeland. So going to get the thoroughbreds pretty good field position. They're going to take over at their own 44-yard line. 1st and 10, 2:44 to go. The snap and the handoff from Trowers to Trowers. That's going to get about 3 or 4 yards. Sounds like a law firm, right? Trowers and Trowers.
It sure does. It sure does. Now let's see if the defense can get a 3 and out, get the ball back here quick for the offense.
Number 11, the senior defensive back, Tyrell Jones, made the tackle for Lakeland. 4-yard gain for Trowers, so 2nd and 6 for the thoroughbreds now. Handoff to Trowers again. He keeps his balance, still up, and he gets down to right around the yard marker. I think he's going to have a first down, but it's going to be close.
Play gain 6 yards. Flag on the play.
Another flag on the play there. Number 51, Dadrian James, there on the tackle for Lakeland. Big number 51.
Goodness, another personal foul.
Personal foul, blow to the head. Or is that targeting, I guess?
Yeah.
Penalties for illegal contact to the head.
Illegal contact to the head against the Lakeland. So that's going to be making a moot point. They don't need to measure if it's a first down or not, because now It is definitely a first down. So they will have 1st and 10 at the Dreadnought 31-yard line. The Thoroughbreds are in business. Keith, with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter, down 8.
They sure are. Defense needs to stiffen up right here, keep them out of the end zone for sure.
Trowers takes a shotgun snap, hands it off to his brother. Once again, has a big hole around the right, cuts it back to his left, and he's finally going to be brought down around the 5-yard line. It looked like, for a second, I thought Lakeland was going to get called for a face mask, but I think he just kind of barely touched his helmet, but did not grab the face mask. Kendall Dennis with the tackle, but not before they had about a 27-yard gain for Trowers. They have 1st and goal now inside the 5. Marvin Trowers takes a snap, hands it off to his brother once again, Deshaun, for the 3rd straight play. But this time he's going to get stuffed for about a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, that was a great stand there by the defense. Need a couple more here, hold them to a field goal try.
Play gain a yard, brings up 2nd down and goal from the 3.
You don't normally necessarily see Lakeland give up this much rushing yardage, but the last couple plays here, Trowers look very impressive. And, I mean, it's not just him. The offensive lines will put up some big holes for him. Trowers takes the snap in the shotgun, throws out to his left, and it's a jump ball, and it is intercepted by number 23 for the Dreadnoughts, Kendall Dennis. So he makes up for his long and meandering would-be punt return a while ago with the interception, and is going to keep the Thoroughbreds off the scoreboard. It's a classic jump ball there. Kiki threw it up, and he high-pointed the ball and out-fought the receiver for the Thoroughbreds.
Yeah, Jeff, that's that case where you just kind of outsmart yourself as a play caller. You got 2nd and goal from the 4, and you're going to, like you said, basically just jump ball. And we had a good rush on, so the quarterback's under duress, throwing it up there, and the Lakeland defender makes a great play on the ball. So, yeah, honestly, if I'm calling plays down there, I'm doing like Coach Castle did. He just had great success running. I'm going to try to run it in.
Don't fix it if it's not broke.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so let's see what Lakeland kind of flip it here.
Here comes Bowman with the handoff right in the middle, and he's going to get it out to around the 28-yard line. Gain of about 8, maybe 9. Yeah, he's kicking himself right now, the coach for Hialeah. You got to sure kept on pounding that ball.
Yeah, I'm glad he didn't. Gave our athlete a chance to make a play there and get the offense back out on the field.
2nd and short 2 here as Garnett's under center. Hands it off to the up back, and he's going to have a Dreadnought 1st down as he is out on the 38-yard line. So Jakari Martin, the fullback. It's a nice game. 1st and 10 for the Dreadnoughts now.
Yeah, Martin has really come into his own after the first few games as our kind of lead fullback. And like you said, just like last year, when you get that fullback going, boy, that makes a big difference for us.
Now, he's Jahari's brother, is that correct?
That is correct. That's the end of the first quarter there.
So that would be your last play of the first quarter. A quarter that was good for the Dreadnoughts as they were up 8-0. And now it is time for the Dreadnought Wave, the 2nd-year tradition for the Dreadnoughts, as all the fans will stand and direct their attention up to the 6th floor of the hospital, the Barnett Children's Wing, as you see there. Everyone's going to light their cell phones and wave their phones as we send our good cheers and inspiration to these brave kids and teenagers who are fighting cancer and other illnesses up at the Children's Hospital. As you see them waving back there, it's really cool.
Yeah, this is a great tradition that our current Booster Club president, Jill Beavis, helped get started with Lakeland Regional last year, and just get great feedback from the kids.
Oh, they love it, absolutely. I know some of the Dreadnought players go and visit on game day as well, which is really cool.
Yeah, I was talking to Jill before the game. She took some players up again. They visited with the kids this afternoon. It's just a great partnership, great for our kids, and great for the kids up there recovering from all those illnesses. Our prayers to them, and really neat tradition that we're happy to keep going here at Bryant Stadium.
No doubt about that. I know back when the Penalties were here for their camp back during the summer, they went and visited the kids in there as well. They were really impressed.
Oh, that's great. I hadn't heard about that. That's great they did that. Well, I heard a rumor that Chase Madden and George Madden are watching and listening to the broadcast up at my alma mater, West Point. So
the United States Military Academy.
Big hello up there to the
Madden cousins,
as we used to call it, old Hudson High School there off the Hudson River. So hope they had a good week.
Chase is a senior, I believe, and George is junior.
Oh gosh, yeah. Chase is so short he can't believe it. Just about done. He's on the final leg there. Can't wait to see him graduate and go out into the Army.
That's amazing how time flies. Callum gets the pitch, and he's got a big hole on the left side.
Look at that.
Scoots past that guy and does a little spin move and gets down to the...
Look at that, Jeff, another flag.
Hialeah 42-yard line.
Goodness gracious.
As the first play of the second quarter starts, much like the first quarter was, flags on almost every play.
You'll have to ask Mike Cobb when he's up here. I know that usually at the Ledger they keep track of the flags. We should have started counting at the beginning of the game, but my goodness, I can't remember a game where there's this many on both sides. It's just like they just hardly won't let them get into a flow and play.
Another holding penalty on the Dreadnots.
You know, the old football saying is you can call holding on every play, and it's almost true. But boy, you
don't have to actually do it.
Yeah, this crew's taking that to heart.
Well, I know that, like we were talking about the game last night, the NFL game, all the penalties. In the NFL this year, I know they have a point of emphasis about the holding. So I don't know. Maybe high school has a point of emphasis on that as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But boy, like I said, it's tough to get the flow going. So let's see what we got here.
Under center this time, Garnett hands the ball off to Bowman, who is patient, waiting for his blocks. Gets around the right end, kind of hurdles one of the Hialeah players, and gets out to about the 46-yard line. And another flag. This is going to be not a holding, some kind of late hit.
Yeah, it's definitely after.
It should be a Hialeah. He kind of shoved Bowman, but I didn't know if that's what he saw, if he saw something else.
Well, I saw something down here with one of our linemen. It was like number 53 for us and a Hialeah player, so who knows.
I did see the guy shove Bowman. I don't know if that's what he saw. Maybe he saw what you saw.
Oh, no flag.
They're going to pick up the flag. Wow. As I think the refs are getting a little bit of a mock cheer right now from the Dreadnought faithful. That was a great run by Bowman. So often you see Bowman just hits the hole so hard and uses speed, but that time he actually kind of showed you his patience, waiting for his blocks. And then when it was time to go, he did and got around the right end and even showed you his athleticism as he hurdled one of the thoroughbreds. Bowman really is the complete package, Keith. He can do a little bit of everything from that running back.
Yeah, just a great running back for us.
Garnett in the I formation takes the snap and hands it off to Bowman. And he's going to get a couple yards down to just inside the 41.
Tackled by Floyd Thomas.
That's going to bring up now.
Should be about 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Yeah, maybe see if Coach Castle goes back to the pass or just keeps kind of the run game going, because, boy, the run game has definitely got cranked up kind of that last half of the first quarter there.
Offensive line doing a good job. 10:45 to go in the second quarter. 8-0 Lakeland. This time, once again, the outback, Martin's got it. He's got a big hole, and he's going to have a Dreadnought first down as he's down inside the 32, the 25-yard line.
Another flag. Goodness gracious, right there on the 35.
So not only has Bowman got it going now, the quick handoffs to Martin are also working for Lakeland. Another holding call for Lakeland. Maybe Coach Casper should just tell his offensive linemen to maybe block with their hands behind their back.
This is really amazing.
That might be more effective. I mean, we've been doing this webcast now for, 6 or 7 years. I've never seen a game with this many holding penalties. I mean, this is
And like we said earlier, it's not like they're calling it just on Lakeland or just on Hialeah. They're calling it on both sides. But like you say, you just can't hardly get a play going.
Definitely no rhythm to this game with all the flags, that's for sure. I don't know if the refs are confused, and instead of being paid by the game, someone told them they're paid by how many flags.
Exactly.
Every flag you throw, you get like a production bonus or something. Sorry, but no commission on flags.
We got him in the shotgun, 2nd and 9. Let's see what we got going here. Oh, look at that. Nice
Garnett
move.
kept the ball. Nice job on the read option. He breaks the tackle. He's still going. He's
look
inside the 20, inside the 10 if he can stay in bounds.
He couldn't quite stay in bounds.
But he's definitely inside the 10-yard line.
Boy, he is tough to bring down. You can see why Auburn's interested in having him come up there and run their
Gus Malzahn's attack.
Pass option. Wow, that was a nice run. He's got some nice speed for his size.
Yeah, I mean, great job keeping the ball. He read the play correctly in the read option, and then showed the speed getting around the left. But then he also broke a couple of tackles, showed you his power as well. And I think they marked him out around the 5-yard line, 1st and goal from the 5.
Yeah, he just, like you said, he just couldn't quite tiptoe down the sideline there. But boy, what a great run! And no flags. Let's see if we can't just punch this in and get a 2-score lead going here.
I think it's a Bowman time again. In the hammer package, Bowman does get it. He's going to cakewalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Lakeland.
Yeah, that was a really nice play design. They just caved down the right side of that Hialeah defense, and Bowman was to the corner before they knew what happened.
I'll be honest with you, I was pretty sure Bowman had the ball, but then when he kind of turned around there, I thought maybe he didn't have the ball for a split second, and Garnett had kept it. But no, Bowman got the handoff, and he scores easily.
Let's see if we can't get the snap and the hold and get this extra point through.
All right, we'll try again here. That time the snap was perfect.
Much
better. The kick is up and good.
The point after is good by Matthew Word. The Dreadnought scoring recap is brought to you by Southern Homes, your hometown builder. The Dreadnought scoring drive was 6 plays and covered 80 yards. The scoring play was DeMarcus Bowman's 5-yard touchdown run, which brings the score to the Lakeland Dreadnoughts 15 and the Hialeah Thoroughbreds 0.
So 15 for the Dreadnoughts, 0 for the Thoroughbreds with 10:08 to go here in the second quarter. Matthew Ward got the extra point there.
Yeah, it's interesting. Coach Castle's definitely kind of going back to the running game after working on the pass a little earlier. But, of course, he mentioned at the Booster Club meeting Monday night that last week was Garnett's first real live game in 9 months. So, like you said, just want to kind of work some stuff in, get the timing down. And even though you work on it in practice, game speed is just different for sure. So it'll be interesting to see next time we get the ball back, depending on what the score is, if he kind of mixes that pass back in. But, boy, that run game is definitely cranking up.
For sure, offensive line opening up big holes.
Oh, look where we're kicking off from. There's a penalty on Hialeah, I guess, on either the touchdown or extra point. I didn't even see the flag.
And right now you have balance in the run game too. Not only do you have Bowman running, you have the fullback Martin get some quick handoffs, and Callum on some of those little counter plays. And the quarterback had the best run of the night so far. So you got 4 players who are toting the rock right now for the Dreadnoughts. And it's nice because you don't wear Bowman out. You have other guys who can carry the ball as well. Great design to the run game by Coach Castle.
Let's see if Coach Castle does his old sky kick here or just tells him to kick it out of the end zone.
Why not do an onside kick right now? You're at the 45-yard line.
Now he told him just kick it out. We'll have him start.
I tell you what, if I was Coach Castle, I would have done an onside kick. I mean, if they recover, it still would have been like inside the 30-yard line.
Kickoff goes through the end zone for a touchback. The Thoroughbreds will take over 1st down and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Tonight's sponsor of the game is Center State Bank. Thank you, Center State Bank.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Thoroughbreds at their 20-yard line. 10:08 to go in the second quarter. Lakeland 15, Hialeah 0.
Yeah, we're interested to see if Hialeah tries to stick to that run game that was successful in the last drive and to see how the Dreadnought defense has adjusted.
Marvin Trowers takes the snap, hands off to his brother Deshaun, who is able to get out to the 26-yard line to 6 yards on the 1st down run.
And he's a tough runner, Jeff, for sure.
Covered by Champ Johnson.
Champ Johnson, what a name.
That is a great football name,
tackle.
and even better for a defensive player.
Makes you think of the Hall of Famer Champ Bailey, former Georgia Bulldog and Denver Bronco cornerback.
Marvin Chalmers on the carry.
Yeah, 3rd and short here, Jeff. It'll be interesting to see if we can get them stuffed, what the Hialeah coaches decide to do.
Yeah, it's just 3rd and a yard. You got 2 cracks if you decide to go from a 4th down.
They've definitely been aggressive doing the onside kick to start the game.
What do you have to lose when you come to Bryant Stadium? You might as well leave it all on the field.
Exactly.
All right, so 3rd and 1 here for the Thoroughbreds. Trowers is in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Hands it off to his brother Deshaun.
Boy, that was some good penetration.
He did not get it. He actually maybe lost a yard.
I think he did. I couldn't quite see who got in there first.
Number 7 and number 96. So for Lakeland, that's Sean Smith, who's having a great game from his linebacker position. And
tackled by Malik Whitaker and Sean Smith.
Ryshawn Glinton.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
We'll see. It looks like they might be trying to go for it. Let's see what they do.
As you said, Keith, so really you don't really have him losing. Maybe he lost like a half a yard. I thought he actually was down at the 28. They gave it to him the 29. But they are going to go for it here unless they're just trying to get Lakeland to jump off sides. Yeah, they're not going to go for it. I think they're just going to call a timeout here. They were just trying to get Lakeland to jump, and
That's what it
Lakeland
looked like.
did not bite. Yeah, as you said a while ago, Keith, the key to that 4th down stop there was the penetration by the Lakeland
Second charge timeout.
defensive front.
The first half.
We'll take a quick commercial break and be right back with you.
Tonight, the Lakeland Dreadnots
Actually, we do not have time for a commercial, so we'll just keep it here with you.
stand now and be recognized as a proud LHS alumni. Go Knots!
Yeah, it was a quick timeout. Their defense
Yeah, it
is
looks
back out on the
like,
field, and it looks like they might still be trying to go for
They're
it.
still going to go for it.
Let's see. It'll be interesting to see if they go for it or if they do a quick kick. Let's just see what they're thinking. Oh, goodness.
That's not they're in trouble. Trowers,
big trouble. Goodness
Trowers
gracious.
was able to pick this. Oh, there's a flag.
What's the flag
They're going to get
now?
bailed out. They're going to get bailed out. They're going to probably have roughing the passer or late hit, I'm afraid. Unbelievable.
Yeah, he was a runner at that point. It'll be interesting to see what they try to call
Yeah, you
here.
can't have roughing the passer. He was running and he's outside the pocket. I mean, unless they say it's a late hit or maybe
What in the
illegal hit
world?
to the helmet or something. But
Who knows at this point?
that play was doomed from the start. As it was a high
They're
snap and he couldn't corral it.
having another big conference again.
Yeah. Let's see what he's going to do here.
Yeah, 'cause if it's 15, it'll give them just the first down.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Face mask.
Right.
Penalty was a personal foul face mask against the Dreadnots.
You got to call that if you
Now,
got
I
his
guess
face
I'm
mask.
not sure if it, maybe they're just short. They might have to measure. I can't believe they did his face mask. I mean, he was 20 yards behind the line of scrimmage. No need to do that.
Yeah, that's not good. That's the kind of play that will drive Coach Castle crazy.
Absolutely.
And we were going to have the ball at the 15-yard line, Keith. The 15-yard line.
Yep.
Yikes.
First down for Hialeah.
It sure is.
Goodness gracious.
Wow.
Penalty results in a thoroughbred first down.
As crazy it would have been if they were attacking him 1 yard farther back. We would have been right where we started back again. Now replay of 4th down from the 4th and 1
Exactly.
from the 29-yard line. That's a big break for Hialeah. I mean, with the
It
way
sure
Lakeland's
is.
running the ball, you pretty much guaranteed another touchdown taking over at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, defense got to clean up a little bit. Oh, that's a nice play by the D-line there. Want to give a quick shout out to my cousin Casey over in Orlando, his son Hudson, who's just started playing youth football at the age of 5 over in Orlando. They're watching the Dreadnots play tonight on the broadcast. Big hello to you guys over in Orlando. Very nice.
There's a lot of Deloach family members over in the Orlando area, right?
A whole bunch of them over there, that's for sure, that's for sure. Let's see what we got here. 2nd and 8. See if defense can't redeem themselves, get the ball back.
Lakeland's got great pressure that time on the quarterback for Hialeah as Marvin Trowers is out. I think he got hurt on that 4th down play. So the backup quarterback, Jalen Tolbert, is in now, number 12 for the Thoroughbreds.
Yeah, great pressure, and it certainly helped us. The Hialeah receiver fell down, so that really makes it tough.
Yeah, there was no blocking those two Lakeland defensive linemen. That was kind of, I think, a missed assignment there by Hialeah.
Yeah, they were in the backfield quick. Another timeout.
That's going to be their 3rd and final timeout of the first half.
That's it for this half.
So we're going to take a short commercial break and be right back with you with Lakeland up 15-0.
Agnini Family Dental truly is a family of doctors. We strive to give our patients a patient-first dental experience. Our goal at Agnini Family Dental is to provide our patients with the highest level of comprehensive dental care and prevention. Every member of our team promises to put the needs and concerns of every patient first in every aspect of their dental care. Our family of doctors take a tooth-conservative approach to restorative dentistry with a special focus on sedation dentistry, implant dentistry, and orthodontics. Call to schedule your appointment today and let our family of doctors change the way you look at dentistry.
All right, here we go, Jeff. 3rd and long. Let's see if defense can get off the field here. Do you see what grade is that backup quarterback?
He's a junior.
Oh, okay. Uh-oh.
He's got some height to him.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, what a heady play. He's going and getting sacked. He throws it backwards to his running back, Deshaun Trowers, and he's going to get a 1st down. I mean, what a game.
Yeah, absolutely. That was definitely a busted play, but worked out good for Hialeah. Not sure you want to do that too often, but it worked out that play.
Very fortunate, yeah. Want to give a quick shout out to Zach Federler, former Dreadnought kicker, who's watching tonight from Chile of all places. He's doing a study abroad. Good to hear from you, Zach, and glad things are going well. And be safe down in Chile. Glad you're able to tune in and watch the webcast. This might be the first time we've had anybody from Chile watch the webcast.
That's for sure. Got about 6 minutes left in the half. See, defense can't stand up here.
Wow, nice catch and run by number 5 for Hialeah. He's going to take it inside the 10-yard line. That is Frederick Eford. I mean, that's a great catch. And then he did once he caught it, he did a nice move to get by the first Dreadnought defender, and then he turned the speed on. So what a dramatic turn of events we have here. If Lakeland doesn't get called for that personal foul face mask, they would have had the ball in the red zone, taking over at the Hialeah 15. Now, about 3 plays later, after that big pass hookup, Hialeah has 1st and goal at the 5. They're trying to get this back to a 1-possession game.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see what the Hialeah coaching staff does. You know, last time threw that interception down in the red zone. Let's see what they do here. Oh, gosh, got another Hialeah player down.
Hialeah doesn't have a very deep bench over there, so they probably can't afford lots of injuries.
Yeah, now they're going to do the water break. Should have just probably done that when they realized the player was down
injured.
This is
the official second quarter water break. There's a USF coach on the sideline, along with the Clemson coach you mentioned earlier. I heard there might be an Oklahoma coach here as well. I'm not sure if that's the case or not. But
Officials timeout for the second quarter water break. Dreadnought fans, please join us in the film room on the LHS campus this Tuesday night at 7 p.m. for the Dreadnought Highlight Report with Coach Bill Castle. In addition to meeting,
so apparently the Dreadnought Highlight Report's on Tuesday night this week instead of Monday night.
Okay, I
wonder what that is.
Yeah, I haven't heard.
We want to thank our sponsor tonight, the press box sponsor, Wing House Sports Pub, who provided some nice wings and other food items down in the press box. We appreciate that. Thank you, Wing House Sports Pub. And we also thank the LHS Photo Club, who also sponsored the press box tonight. Thank you both.
All right, they got him lined back up. Here we go.
Tolbert takes the snap, hands it off, but Deshaun Trower's got nowhere against this tough Dreadnought defense. It'll be second and goal now.
Yeah, it just gets so much harder to run it in when you get down inside the red zone like that. The field shrinks down. The defense is right there.
Yep.
I'm sure that's why they threw last time down there on second down. Let's see what they do here.
All right, second and goal. Tolbert takes a snap, looks to his right.
Oh, he bounced it to him.
And that is going to be incomplete. Look at the Dreadnought defensive line. I think the Dreadnought defender got his hand on it, right? Or no?
It was hard to tell, but he definitely got in the quarterback's vision there. And like I said, just if he didn't tip it, he definitely underthrew it to him.
So third and goal here for Hialeah. They're trying to get on the board here, but Lakeland's defense is making a stand as they have two receivers out to the left and two receivers to the right. Tolbert in the shotgun with Trowers to his left. He throws a fade in the corner of the end zone, and it's going to be incomplete. It was intended for DeCarlo Donaldson. So it's going to be fourth and goal now. It'll be interesting to see down 15 here. Do they kick a field goal to get on the board, or are they going to go for it and try to score a touchdown?
It looks like they're sending the field goal team out. Might be looking for a fake.
Yeah, we know they've already did an onside kick, so we'll see what they do here. It would be about a 22-yard.
Yeah, it looks like Coach Baldini's giving them kind of the base, not the full-out rush. So let's see what they do.
Yeah, it'd be a 22-yard.
They're out of timeouts and getting ready to get a delay of game here. They're not going to get this off, Jeff. Yeah, you're out of your timeouts. You're down trying to get some points.
Yeah, they did take their sweet time kind of getting out there to set up for this field goal attempt.
Yeah, and there was a little hesitation. I was watching the sideline, Jeff, and the kicker started to run out, and then they came back, and then they sent him out. But, like I said, that's just tough.
To be honest, I'm surprised they didn't go for it. I mean, you're not really going to beat Lakeland kicking field goals, especially when they're already up 15.
Now they're sending somebody else out. How many they got out there? Let's see. Okay, I guess they were missing somebody.
That would have led to a block kick, quite possibly. So 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter as Hialeah tries to get in the board down 15-0 right now. Be a 27-yard field goal attempt.
Oh, goodness.
And it is going to be low and no good.
Yeah, so once again, Lakeland kind of dodges a bad
proverbial bullet.
Yeah, bad face mask there, and then you have a chance to drive down here and be up 3 scores going into half. So let's see what the offense can do.
So yeah, Hialeah's twice had goal-to-go situations through interception. The first time, this last time, they ended up kicking a field goal and missed it. So Lakeland's still up 15-0 with 4:51 to go in the first half. And Garnett's going to keep it and get out to about the 25-yard line. So we'll give him about a 5-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 5 now.
Garnett on the keeper.
I don't think we've completed a pass yet tonight, so all Lakeland's yardage has been on the ground.
No gain 5 yards. Brings up second down.
But if you're just joining us in the first quarter, Garnett threw a beautiful pass down the left sideline here, the west sideline at Bryant Stadium, and Arian Smith bobbled and could not come up with it. If he had called it clean, I think it would have been a touchdown.
Oh, definitely would have been a touchdown for sure.
This time Bowman gets it, and he rushes out to the right, but a good tackle there by
DeMarcus Bowman on the carry.
Hialeah, number one.
Tackled by Daniel Jean.
Yeah, he kind of ran into his blocker and the defender there. I think he was trying to cut off of him.
Yeah, I was
there.
just about to say, a little while ago I was talking about the fact that Bowman had a really patient run where he waited for his block, but that time he was not as patient and ran kind of, as you said, into the blocker, which was tight end Andrew Proctor, and that allowed Daniel Jean to make the tackle. I see he got shooken up a little bit on that tackle, but he did make the tackle, so be third down now for Lakeland, third and about 1.5 yards. Martin's going to get the handoff on the quick hitter, and he kind of lost his balance, but he put his hand down, and I think was able to get past the 30 before his knee hit the ground, so it will be a Dreadnought first down.
Yeah, he got the first down. It was good job keeping his balance there.
Dreadnoughts first down. It is brought to you by FHS Overhead Doors.
I think about 3:30 left. Might need a little bit of an explosive play, but still got some time. Got all 3 of our timeouts.
Right, Garnett takes the snap.
Oh, goodness.
And he tried to throw it out to a wide receiver screen. It was intended for Jalen Roll, the senior receiver, but it got deflected. And even if it hadn't got deflected, Hialeah had that play well defended. We weren't going to gain very much on it, maybe even lose yardage, so maybe it worked out well that it was an incomplete pass.
Yeah, it actually did. I think we're going to have to go vertical against the way they're playing this defense. They're still playing real close to the line of scrimmage. But the incomplete pass stops the clock for us. We can kind of regroup and see what we got going on here. Putting 3 receivers out wide left.
Under center is Garnett, and he hands the ball off to Bowman, and he has a little bit of a hole, but it closes up quickly, gets out to the 35. We'll give him a 4-yard gain, so it's going to be 3rd and 6 now for the Dreadnoughts. So you see Garnett comes over, gets the play from Coach Castle very quickly.
You can see if Coach Castle works a little bit on the intermediate passing here. Some crossing routes, stuff not quite so deep like he was in the first quarter.
Well, the first pass he threw was kind of like a deep slant to Smith, and that was open. They didn't connect on it, but be interesting to go by that. All right, trips to the right, a single receiver out wide left. Garnett takes a snap, surveys the field, and he throws it, but it's going to be incomplete as it bounced. And Jalen Roll was open briefly there, and if he'd been able to get the ball up a little bit, he would have caught it right at the sticks. I think it would have been a first down, just barely.
Yeah, it looked like it might have gotten tipped at the line of scrimmage. It just causes it to tail off just a little bit.
I think you're seeing tonight some of the rust coming off for Shale Garnett, and also Coach Castle getting used to calling a game with him in here and his strengths and all that stuff.
Absolutely. Let's see if he can do another big kick. Boy, that first punt he had was pretty impressive.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, makes you think of Steve Spurrier kicking some back when he was at Florida. Not very often you see quarterbacks also
game.
Punter kick.
Delay of game against the Dreadnoughts. Brings up 4th down and 11.
All right, 4th and 11. So Garnett's in the game to punt. And this one is a very high kick, but it's not go very far. And it's going to bounce, but then take a little bit of a Dreadnought roll. Although now it's going sideways. And it's going to stop at the 43-yard line. So just a 27-yard punt. So the Thoroughbreds will take over at their own 43-yard line. 1st and 10 with 2:22 Deucers are wild to go here in the second quarter.
Yep, 2:22, no timeouts. So let's see. They've been having their most success running the ball, but that's going to be tough to run it on the defense with just 2 minutes left.
They had the one long pass on the last play, but mainly running the ball. Want to thank or mention the fact that for the post-game gathering, if you're watching the webcast but you're here in Lakeland, the post-game gathering tonight is at Duke's Brewhouse on South Florida Avenue next to Lake Merion Publix. If you bring your ticket, you get a free appetizer on tonight, game nights. So in the corner of South Florida and Lake Merion Drive, bring your ticket and get a free appetizer with your meal at Duke's Brewhouse. All right, here we go. Jalen Tolbert in the shotgun takes a snap. He's under pressure, gets it out successfully in the wide receiver screen to number 1. And he's going to get about a 11-yard gain, so first down for the Thoroughbreds. Jay Celestine with the catch.
Yeah, that's way too much on first down. Defense got to do a better job of wrapping them up.
They kind of invited that pressure because they had the wide receiver screen dialed up, and because he caught it behind the line of scrimmage, the offensive lineman can go ahead and block, and it's not a penalty for a legal man downfield. All right, Colbert once again in the shotgun. Takes the snap. This time he's looking downfield. He's under pressure. He dances around, and he jukes his way past the 45-yard line down to the 41. So instead of getting sacked, he actually gets about a 5-yard gain.
Yep. Tough thing there for Hialeah. That took a lot of time off the clock. They're trying to get set back up.
Although I'm a little surprised he's spiking the ball. They still have 1:31 to go.
Yeah,
and it's 2nd and 6. Now it's 3rd and 6.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's just not great coaching there. Like I said, you got plenty of time here. Run a play.
If
you're down
under
15-0.
a minute, maybe, but still at 1:31. I don't understand that.
Yeah, like I said, now you put yourself in 3rd and 6. So if you don't convert that, what are you going to do? Go for it and then give Lakeland the ball, potentially at almost midfield with 1:30 and all 3 timeouts. So let's see what happens. This is a big play here. Defense could stop them, and we could get the ball back here.
And they got twin receivers split out to the left and the right. Colbert in the shotgun formation. Takes a snap, looks downfield.
Yeah,
has a guy open there, wide open, but overthrew. That could have been a touchdown if he had let him.
And once again, now you stop the clock. It's 1:25, 4th and 5. Gosh, I don't know if you want to go for it here and risk giving the ball to Lakeland.
That pass was intended for Celestine. And he definitely had his Dreadnought defender beat, but just Tolbert kind of airmailed that one over his head. As soon as he released it, you could tell that there's no chance of making that completion. As you said, they're aggressive. They're not afraid to go for it.
Absolutely.
1:25 to go. Lakeland up 15-0. Tolbert in the shotgun. Takes
he didn't
the
get
snap,
it off.
but
Yeah, goodness. Delay of game. I was watching the clock there. Now you got 4th and 11.
Delay game on Lakeland might also almost wish that hadn't happened, because I think they probably would have been happy to take the gamble of stopping them. Now let's see, they might actually punt the ball. Who knows? Maybe they'll still go for it.
Yeah, looks like they're leaving the offense out there, Jeff. Let's see what happens.
Surprising.
Lakeland needs to line up. Here we go, guys.
Tolbert with the snap. He's under pressure. He's just going to – he actually completes it. Wow, what a nice job completing it.
Yep, great job by the defense. Good pressure. That was a great completion, but just what you want to do as a defensive coach, pressure the quarterback, throw it short, wrap up and tackle. Now 1:16.
Textbook play there.
Yeah, 3 timeouts. Let's see if the offense can't dial something up here.
But great job by Tolbert getting the ball out. A nice catch there by Deshaun Trowers. And if he could have broke that tackle, he could have gotten a first down. But as you said, great job by Lakeland wrapping up, tackling. No penalties, no face mask, nothing like that. Just got him down nice and clean and easy. Great job there by the Lakeland defense. As you said, not only do you obviously stop them from scoring, now with Lakeland still has a couple timeouts to go.
Yeah, all 3 timeouts.
All 3 timeouts. And 1:16 to go. They get a chance to get some more points here.
Yeah, get a couple good plays here. They could get down there. Let's see what happens.
All right, he's under center though. Is Garnett hands the ball off on that little trap play there. That gets about 8 yards. The clock is still ticking.
Yeah, Coach Castle will start using his timeouts when we get down in that kind of 35, 40-second range probably.
Down to 50 seconds. Oh, the handoff in the middle. They did not get a first down. So they're going to have to call timeout. 43 seconds to go. Now it's going to be 3rd and 1. So if I'm Lakeland here, 3rd and 1, 43 seconds to go. They still have 2 timeouts left. And maybe you do a play action fake and throw the ball downfield as I'm losing some of my papers here.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see what Coach Castle calls up. Wouldn't be surprised if he gets the first down first, but he might do the old deal of calling 2 plays in this timeout. Go get the first down, stop the clock, get right up to the line of scrimmage, run that second play.
Yeah, you could definitely do that.
But given his penchant for calling big plays, it wouldn't shock me to see him go play action right here and chuck it deep.
Or maybe some type of maybe end around or jet sweep to Arian Smith. Someone has a chance to hit big. So 43 seconds to go here in the first half. All right, here we go. Garnett's back under center. Bowman takes the pitch and he jets out past the 35 and gets down to the 31-yard line. So 19-yard gain on 3rd and 1.
Yeah, great job, and also just a smart football player. As soon as he saw that he'd gotten the first down, gotten some good yardage, gets right out of bounds, stops the clock, lets the offense huddle back up, no pressure. Great job.
Great play called there by Coach Castle as Bowman kind of came around in motion and then had some momentum and just took the pitch and used his speed there on the outside. Garnett takes a snap. Looking downfield, he throws it deep, and it is going to be incomplete.
And another flag, of course.
Hialeah had good coverage there, but holding on Lakeland, so going to bring him back 10 yards to be 1st and 20. Actually, let's see.
Yeah, because the
holding was.
Yeah, the hold was in the backfield. He was pass blocking.
So it's going to be actually 1st and about 24, I think, because they got to get down to the 22 for a first down, and right now it's on the 46. Yeah, so.
Yep, 1st and 24.
1st and 24. The refs blow their whistles again. I'm not sure what's going on.
Coach Castle's asking him something.
Sideline warning against Lakeland. So no mark off of yardage on that, but the next time there will be.
Now that I think they've called just about everything they could possibly call all in one half. That's just really amazing.
Flag was for a sideline warning against the Dreadnots.
All right, here comes the receiver in motion. Garnett takes the snap, throws it, and completed to Roll, who is the man in motion, and he's still on his feet. He breaks a tackle.
Good job.
Breaks another tackle.
Get out of bounds. There you go.
And he gets out of bounds around the 25-yard line.
That's a great play.
Almost a first down. It's going to be 2nd, about 3 now, I think. Great job there by Roll. Nice play call there by Coach Castle.
Yeah, great play. 18 seconds, 2 timeouts. He got out of bounds.
Roll came across in motion, just kept on going, kind of a shallow cross, and Garnett gets his first completion of the night.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised here, 2nd and 4, see if Coach Castle does a little, kind of play action, almost like fake the option and then have him pull up and throw. Let's see what he's got. He's lined up in the I formation.
18 seconds to go here.
Yep.
As you said, Garnett's under center in the I formation. He fakes it, as you said, throws it deep in the corner, and
oh goodness, just overthrew him.
He had the receiver had his man beat just a little bit. It was still good coverage, but it would have had to have been a perfect pass and let him a little bit too much out of bounds.
And once again, that's just going to come with the timing, getting those reps, getting the game reps. And this is a tough day to be throwing. This wind's gusting.
It is windy, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's tough. It's
tough. So 3rd and 4 from the 26-yard line. At this point, I don't think we're really considering a field goal, I wouldn't imagine. So I think it's a thing of, you could run the ball, though. You still have timeouts. You could run the ball, get a first down, then call timeout. Let's see. Here comes roll in motion. Garnett takes a snap.
Oh,
he throws it, and
how is that not pass interference?
It's complete.
Shiloh Garnett's pass is complete to Jalen Roll.
That defensive back was over his back. He still caught it. That was ridiculous.
So Lakeland calls timeout, I believe.
They did, yeah, even though it was
But it's not going to be a first down. Well, actually, it might be.
It's 4th and 1.
That is the Dreadnots' second charge timeout of the first half.
They should measure, Keith. It's awfully close. I think it's maybe like 6 inches short, but it almost doesn't matter because it's only 7 seconds to go. So, I mean, at the most, you can maybe get 2 plays off.
Yeah, I think we'll see a probably some type of quick pass here and then a quick timeout if you complete it.
I want to give a quick shout-out to my mom and dad who watch the webcast faithfully every week. Hope you guys are enjoying the game, and my brother Jason might be watching as well. Good Dreadnots. Thanks for watching.
Staff Builders HR, the science of matching great people with great companies.
Look at this. He's going to let him try a long field goal.
Wow. Guess he might feel this is an opportunity just to.
Yeah, interesting to watch this. See if he has Arian Smith just pick this up and try to run around the end.
40-yard field goal attempt.
Oh goodness! Oh, we got a flag.
Got a flag.
Field goal attempt is no good, but there is a flag on the play.
See, is it roughing the kicker?
It looked like a guy came. Yep, there we go. So that's going to be a first down.
Yeah, it was only 4th and a half a yard, so that's going to be a first down. You still have
7 seconds.
Yeah, the clock never ran. Yeah, that's a little home cooking there.
We'll see if they make him adjust the clock.
Should be tell you 4 or 5 seconds to go, probably 4. So you have a chance to probably do one more play, maybe 2.
There was a second flag. I couldn't tell if they assisted a guy trying to jump over the line or something. It'll be interesting to see because they're talking to our offensive captains. Yeah, the leaping. We obviously want to take whichever one gives us the most yards.
And so now the question is, if you're Coach Castle, I mean,
yeah, he's sending the offense back out.
Definitely. But the natural inclination, I think, is to sometimes maybe pass the ball in the situation, but with Bowman. And the way we've been running the ball so well, I think maybe you do some kind of run play.
Yeah, he can do either one given that he's got that timeout. He'll be right by that
it's
ref.
Windy, as you said, too, so it's a little harder to pass tonight. Yeah, you could possibly do 2 plays, especially if they leave it at 7 seconds. But if they run the clock down to like maybe 4 where it should be, I think you would just have to do 1 play. But it's down at the 10-yard line, so first and
penalty for illegal jumping.
Yeah, illegal jumping.
That's the one we ended up accepting. Yeah, that was going to give us
more yardage, absolutely.
More yardage for
sure. That's a 15-yarder, I think. Or 10-yarder, maybe. So yeah. 1st and 10, not 1st and goal, 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
It'd be interesting to see if Coach Castle
gets half the distance to the goal. Yeah, that's why it wasn't full 15.
Gets him out on like a run-pass option here.
Now the refs are going to talk. Maybe now they're talking about the clock, if they should run a few seconds off. Real quick, when they do this, I want to give a shout out to my Uncle John, my dad's older brother. He is organizing a reunion for the Lakeland High School class of 59, which he's a proud member of. And that reunion is going to be the first weekend of October. That's the 4th, 5th, 6th of October. And if you're interested in attending that or need information, you can reach out to Alan Davis.
The clock was reset to 3 seconds.
At LADavis3@TampaBayRR.com. About 100 classmates and their guests would be attending. And even if you're a class of like 58 or 60, you could also attend. That's coming up the first weekend of October, the 4th, 5th, and 6th. Once again, You can contact Alan Davis at LADavis3@TampaBayRR.com. Here we go. 1st and 10 from the 11. 3 seconds to go. This should be the last play of the half, barring a penalty. Garnett is in the shotgun. He takes the snap. He looks. He rolls out to his right. He's going to take off and run. Can he find the end zone?
He got it.
That is a touchdown, Dreadnots. Shale Garnett there shows you what he does best. Uses his athletic ability, scrambles on the called pass play, and is able to dive in and just get the ball past the goal line before his knees hit the ground.
Yeah, as a Dreadnought fan, that couldn't be better. No time on the clock. Just go kick the extra point, go into halftime.
That scoring drive brought to you by Southern Homes, your hometown builder. 21-0 now, and pending the PAT, you have a chance to make it 22-0 with no time left on the clock here right before halftime. Here's the snap, another good snap and hold. This time the kick is up right down Broadway for Matthew Ward. So your score at halftime, Keith DeLoach, 22 for the Dreadnoughts, 0 for the Thoroughbreds.
Yeah, great first half. I think Lakeland left some points on the field, but up 22-0, you can't complain with that. And hopefully make some adjustments in the second half and keep building.
Absolutely. If you're Coach Castle, I think you'll take it. It's a slow start, but Lakeland with a 22-point lead here at halftime. So we will take a very short commercial break, and then we'll get started with some interviews here in the Harry's Seafood Halftime Show.
One of the most important things that we do is actually sit down and take the time to have a good understanding, having a customer that maybe is opening another location, and to help them either secure another piece of property. Whenever our customers are successful, we feel successful as well. And just being able to share in that process is a great experience, and that's why we do what we do.
Growing up in Florida, I've always enjoyed exploring the lakes, rivers, bays, and the Gulf. But when entering unfamiliar waters, I do best when guided by a local expert. No one knows the way like they do. Likewise, when you get hurt on the job, you may need help to navigate state and federal laws that protect you and your family. If you find yourself in unfamiliar or troubled waters, hire an expert guide. Hire Smith, Fedler, and Smith.
This is what you expect.
Well, don't worry. The whole family's going to like this. It's not going to be here tomorrow, I'll tell you that much. Hey, Judith, don't worry about that. We'll fix it. We're going to handle everything.
And this is a different experience.
Welcome to Regal.
Every customer that walks through our doors, they have hopes, dreams, plans that they want to execute in their lives, and we are a facilitator to help them accomplish those dreams. I think we should never lose sight of the fact that we are a trusted advisor to our clients, which allows us to really formulate a relationship with an entire family that spans generations, and it's frankly something that brings the most satisfaction to what we do every day.
Good times, and all the flavor of New Orleans. A Harry's Seafood Bar and Grill.
All right, this is Jeff Goddard back for the Harry's Seafood Halftime Show. Your score at halftime, Lakeland 22, Hialeah 0. We're joined by Tara from B&L Tires, who once again has sponsored the webcast. Thank you, Tara.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for having us out.
Great to have you. So tell us what's new at B&L Tire.
Well, I do have a lovely assistant. Her name is Antoinette, and she's
up here with us too.
She is. A little stage fright, but that's okay. She'll get used to it. Has been also another few changes. We are focusing on lawn and garden more.
Okay.
We're trying to help our customers more, trying to get them in and out, customer service, make sure we're staying on it.
When you say lawn and garden, what do you mean by that? I know you guys primarily do tires. What do you guys do in the lawn and garden sector now?
We do the tires. We do...
for the...
Right, for the lawn mowers,
yeah.
for tractors, for the Kubotas, side-by-sides, four-wheelers.
Was that a strategic decision you guys made to try to get into that market, and how's that going so far?
It's going pretty good. It's something that we wanted to do a little more into and figure out it's a good time.
Oh, very nice, very nice. And you guys are located on Bartow Highway, correct?
Yes, sir, at 3401 U.S. Highway 98 South.
So for any of our viewers out there who need tires, where is that located? Like, what are you near?
We're just south of Cumbia, north of the Pope Parkway.
Okay, so near Cumbia and the Pope Parkway, very nice. And do you guys have any specials or anything with tires? Like if you...
Well, as of right now, the rebate has ended for Michelin and BF Goodrich, but we do have them starting back up in November 11th for the Michelin. You'll get up to $100 back on a set of 4. Okay. And then for starting on the 25th of this month, the BF Goodrich is having their rebates as well.
Okay, so 25th of September? Or October?
October.
Okay, next. Okay, yeah. So you have some rebates coming up for October and November, so
yes, sir.
Very nice. And do you guys just do tires? Do you guys do any other automotive repairs or just tires?
We do tires and the alignments, four-wheel alignments.
Okay. So often when you get new tires, sometimes you need realignments, I know, of course.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. Typically it's recommended to have an alignment done once a year.
Okay.
And then every time you get new tires.
I gotcha. And so if anybody's watching tonight on the webcast, if they come in next week, and if they mention they saw you in the webcast, could they get maybe any kind of a discount or any promotion or anything?
I can get with Chris and see what I can do for you.
Maybe, all right. So if you're out there in our loyal viewing audience and you need tires, go see Tara at B&L next week. Only next week, though. And tell them you saw the interview in the webcast and see if you can get the Tara special.
Yes, sir.
And maybe we can get you a little bit of a deal and get you guys some additional business. And we really appreciate you guys stepping up and sponsoring the webcast once again.
Well, I appreciate it, and I appreciate you having us out here.
Speaking of Chris, I know he's here tonight down in the stands.
He is.
How is Mr. Crawford doing?
He is doing pretty good, staying busy. Know him, can't get him to slow down.
I remember when we played Little League Baseball together, man, he had a strong, powerful fastball. I have to admit, once or twice, I may have closed my eyes when I swung at his fastball. I'm not going to lie about that.
Yeah, I heard a few stories. He had a mean arm.
Oh, yeah, he threw the heater for sure. Well, Terry, thank you again for joining us
on
the Harry Seafood Halftime Show. And once again, thank you for your sponsorship.
Oh, no, not a problem. Thank you
Hope
so
do
much
it again.
for everything.
Thank
Yes,
you.
sir, you too.
We'll let you watch the band momentarily when we get our next interview set up.
Thank you.
Ready for takeoff.
All right, back with you in the Harry Seafood Halftime Show, joined by one of my favorite guests, longtime Ledger sports writer Mike Cobb. It's been a couple years since we talked, but good to see you again, Mike.
Good to see you, Jeff, and it's always good to be here. Always fun to come watch the Dreadnots play. They're up there at the top as usual. So.
Absolutely. So, quick question about tonight's game. Unbelievable the amount of penalties called, especially holding. I don't think I've ever seen this many holding penalties called in one half. I mean, have you heard anything? Is there a point of emphasis with officiating this year with that? Or?
I don't know about high school. I know it's a point of emphasis in the NFL, and holding penalties are up, so maybe it's filtered down to high school. Lakeland, I think, has been flagged 7 times for holding. 15 penalties against Lakeland the first half for 150 yards.
And how many does Hialeah have?
Hialeah has 8 penalties for about 80 yards. So a lot of flags on the field overall.
Did you see the NFL game last night? Tom Brady tweeted during the game, I can't watch this anymore. There's too many penalties.
Well, I turned it off shortly after he left the game. Yeah. And I watched Houston and Tulane. Great ball game.
Yeah, that was a good ball game. I'm pretty sure that if Tom Brady was watching tonight in the webcast, he would have turned off a long time ago.
Yeah, well, look for your tweet, man. Maybe he tweeted you.
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so.
Never know.
So what are your thoughts? Is this your first time to see Lakeland this year?
First time this year. They're running the ball pretty much as they want. Almost, I've got 282 yards rushing the first half. And Bowman's the big gun, of course, 123. But you also got Garnett with 70. Martin with 64, and then Reggie Kellum's added 25. So it's not just one guy out there. Everybody's running the ball.
It's a very great running game plan by Coach Castro and his staff. You got 4 guys. You said 4 guys running. You got the quick hitters with Martin. You got Bowman. You got Kellum on the little trap plays. And you got a running quarterback now in Garnett who can really run the ball well. What are your?
And Garnett probably should have completed 2 or 3 more passes than he has, especially the long one. The
long one,
half,
that was a touchdown
Smith
for sure.
had the ball in his hands and couldn't quite bring it in.
And of course, it's Garnett's first start. He's been hurt. And he played a little bit last week first start. So I think he's kind of getting some rust worked off, but you can see the athleticism on some of his runs.
Absolutely. He's got a strong arm, and he's missed on a few throws, but he's had some other throws on target that just haven't been caught, too. So I think that'll work itself out.
And you definitely, of course, the old idiom, you can't teach, old adage, I should say, you can't teach speed.
No.
And with Bowman and Arian Smith, who is super fast, that may have been the most exciting 2-point conversion I've ever seen.
Oh, I know. That was a tremendous effort by Arian Smith to get the 2-point conversion. It was a high snap, and he couldn't quite get it down. He eluded 3 or 4 tacklers, skirted around the left side, and found the end zone. So
of course, Lakeland going for back-to-back state championships.
Right.
Of course, Coach Castro's first 3 state championships were all individual ones, and they won 3 in a row last decade. Now he's going for another, back-to-back. What are your thoughts, just maybe on last year, going back to last year, winning a 7th state title, first one in 12 seasons?
Right.
What do you think that means for, not that he needed anything else to, further establish his legacy, but just in the grand scheme of things, what do you think that meant last year for Coach Castro to win his 7th state title?
Well, I think, first of all, I don't think he's out here coaching because, he wants to win more state titles. I think he's coaching because he really loves it. He loves what he's doing. He's established a good program. He just enjoys, I think, working with the kids and developing the program.
And he's very good at it, of course.
Yeah, he is. And, regardless of age, he's still effective at it.
Oh, yeah.
He's enjoying doing it. So why give it up? Go with it as long as you can, because once you step down, that's it. And this year, I'm sure it'll come down to Lakeland and St. Thomas Aquinas again, probably.
Yeah. And of course, if he's able to, now he's won state titles in 4 decades. So if he's able to win, one next season or beyond, then you're talking about 5 different decades, which is pretty amazing.
Right.
You mentioned St. Thomas. It seems like to me, over the last year or two, now that they've had some of the rule changes with transfers, to me it's kind of put Lakeland on equal footing with St. Thomas, because they kind of, being a private school, have some ways to get players. What do you think the impact of that's been, not for Lakeland, maybe just statewide?
It's the way of things. You can debate whether it's good or bad. The good players are going to migrate to the good programs. And, you look at Lake Wales this year, I think they've got 15 or 16 kids that transferred in. They're very good. It hurt. Then you see, some other schools, and I'm not going to mention names. I don't want to embarrass anybody, but there's some other schools in the area that are just really struggling to put a competitive team on the field.
Because they're losing some of those guys, and now no one wants to be there. So.
Right, and they might have 2 or 3 pretty good players they could build a team around, but those guys end up going to other schools.
Are you able to shed any light on exactly what was the specific rule change? With I know they ease some restriction with transferring.
Right. Basically, I think they opened it up so that, if you could get into that school in some way, and, and when you attend class, you're eligible to play. And they pretty much did away with a lot of the residency requirements. So they opened it up. Miami and Dade County was the first one to do it, and they've been doing it for quite a while.
Okay.
Basically, it's kind of a school of choice down in Miami.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of where they're heading. And then with all of the charter schools and private schools, the public schools, I think are going that route. And you have a lot of the public schools that have different academies at the schools that kids can go to for different academic disciplines, and that's not a bad thing either.
No, absolutely. So, of course, you don't have to sit out anymore. You have to change for them to sit out.
Right.
So, could a kid from Bartow come to Lakeland? No question. Or does Lakeland have to have an academy maybe Bartow doesn't have, but then?
Well, Bartow's got their academies too.
Some of them have different academies.
Right.
But basically, you can go wherever you want, basically.
Right. Yeah, and I think that's the thing is if you can put in a transfer request and you get into that school, you're eligible. And that's kind of, as I understand it, that's kind of the rule. Bill Kemp or somebody might have a little bit more knowledge on it.
So one last question. So I know you mentioned Lake Wales. Other than Lakeland, is maybe Lake Wales, maybe the other strongest team in the county this year?
They're very strong. Lakeland and Lake Wales are probably the top 2 teams in the county. Lake Gibson and Auburndale are both pretty good. And Victory Christian at their level is very good at the 2A level.
Lakeland used to play Lake Wales. It's been a long time since they played. This would have been a good year to maybe have that matchup.
It'd be interesting to see them match up.
They got a really good defensive lineman, Gervin Dexter, is one of their star players.
It'd be interesting to see them match up because I think Lakeland would probably win the games. I think it'd be a good game, good competitive game.
Well, Mike, it's always a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you for making time for us tonight on the Harry Seafood Halftime Show.
Always, Jeff. Always a pleasure to
Thanks
come
again,
up here.
Mike.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it. Yep.
All right.
Mike Cobb from the Lakeland Ledger. We'll be back with you in a couple minutes after this commercial break. Thank you. All right, Jeff Crowder back with you as the Harry Seafood Halftime Show rolls on. I think we're setting a record tonight. You're our third interview, Dale. We've never done 3 in one halftime. Dale Dwyer is my guest now, the regional president for Center State Bank here in Central Florida. Thank you for being here tonight, and thank you for sponsoring the game here at Bryant Stadium tonight.
Our pleasure. We love to support the community, and nothing brings the community together like Dreadnought football.
Absolutely. So we were just talking, you grew up in Alabama, but your wife's a Lakeland alum, so we've kind of grandfathered you in as a Lakeland fan, right?
Perfect. She graduated, and one daughter did, and one daughter's going here now. So, yeah, we're definitely a Dreadnought family.
Very nice. So Center State Bank, where are you guys based out of? Is it Jacksonville?
No, we're based here in Polk County.
You are based out of Polk County, okay.
Yeah, our headquarters is in Winter Haven. We were founded here in the 90s, and now we've grown throughout Florida, Georgia, and Alabama. So we're the largest community bank headquartered in Florida.
Wow, I know you guys have grown quite a bit in the last few years. I think you guys have done some acquisitions too, is that correct? Or just all organic growth?
Organic growth, but no, we just completed our 23rd acquisition in the last 7 years today, actually. So that brought us up to $17 billion and got us into the Atlanta and the Birmingham market.
Okay,
so excited about that.
So you guys have been very busy expanding. And you said Florida, Alabama, and Georgia. The Carolinas yet or not yet? Just
not yet.
Alabama and Georgia, okay.
Alabama, and Georgia, and Florida.
Okay. Right now you're kind of following the Publix expansion plan. Kind of you're going up into Georgia and Alabama. And
it's a great company to emulate. We'd love to have the same success story that Publix has, for sure.
Absolutely. So that's pretty amazing, too, that you've grown that big in just, roughly 25 years?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, 25 years. We've been growing, thanks to our clients. Our clients have been growing, and people have been moving to us for the service, and it's been fantastic. So we appreciate the community support.
Absolutely. So talk to me a little bit about Center State Bank. We talked about what's going on. You guys are growing, but what's the Center State advantage? If someone's out there listening tonight and they're thinking about maybe switching banks, what's a good reason for them to come to Center State?
Well, we think we're a great size. We have all the technology and products of the big banks, but we also have the community service and investment like we do in the community today, supporting the game, supporting the arts. You have a relationship with your banker. They get to know you, and we make the decisions in the local market. So whether it's Lakeland or Jacksonville or Atlanta, those decisions are getting made in those markets, and we think that's a big differentiator.
Sure. And you guys have quite a few locations here throughout Central Florida, easy access to our ATMs and stuff like that?
Absolutely, yeah. We have, we were founded here, so we have 13 locations in Polk County. We've got about 50 in Central Florida, and then also our clients can use ATMs at Publix without any fees. So in addition to our network, you can always use the Publix network as well.
Okay. Yeah, Publix is everywhere, of course, so that's nice. And actually, my brother was just telling me the other day he was thinking about switching to Center State Bank, so you might be getting a new customer from my family soon.
Well, we'd love to have them.
No,
so
absolutely. And what? And how long have you been with Center State Bank now?
This is my 13th year.
Oh wow. Okay. And what did you? Where did you start off with Center State? Obviously, you've been you're now the regional president. Where did you start off with at Center State Bank?
I started off managing the basically the greater Lakeland area. So I had a couple offices in Lakeland, and we've kind of grown through from there. So now I've got the Central Florida region. So yeah.
Do you have a bank that you kind of sit at, or your office is at? Are you an office building? Or?
Yeah, I spend a couple days a week at our 500 South Florida Avenue building on Lake Morton, and then I'm on the road quite a bit to the other offices. But that's my main office.
That's a beautiful view you guys have there at Lake Morton.
It's a nice view for sure.
Yeah, very nice, very nice. Well, thank you again for being here tonight, Dale. Thank you for sponsoring Lakeland football. And for all you guys watching, if you have any banking needs or thinking about switching banks, please consider the fine folks at Center State Bank.
Thank you so much. Go Knots.
All right, thanks, Dale. We'll take a commercial break and be back with you with the second half. Lakeland up 22-0 at the half.
One of the most important things that we do is actually sit down and take the time to have a good understanding, having a customer that maybe is opening another location, and to help them either secure another piece of property. Whenever our customers are successful, we feel successful as well. And just being able to share in that process is a great experience, and that's why we do what we do.
Growing up in Florida, I've always enjoyed exploring the lakes, rivers, bays, and the Gulf. But when entering unfamiliar waters, I do best when guided by a local expert. No one knows the way like they do. Likewise, when you get hurt on the job, you may need help to navigate state and federal laws that protect you and your family. If you find yourself in unfamiliar or troubled waters, hire an expert guide. Hire Smith, Fedler & Smith.
All right, back with you here for the second half kickoff as Lakeland kicks off. And the thoroughbreds catch it deep.
Oh,
and
nice
he's
coverage there,
going to be
Jeff.
tackled inside the 15-yard line. So great special teams by the Dreadnots.
Tackled by Maury Carter.
Well, Jeff, it'll be interesting to see what some of the second half adjustments are on both sides. Interested to see what Hialeah tries to do on offense, and conversely, what the Dreadnought defense is going to bring to them this half.
Yeah, we'll see if Lakeland continues to dominate the ground, or they try to get the passing game going some more, just try to get Garnett more comfortable.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if we keep a comfortable cushion here. See Coach Castle try to work that passing game, just start working those game time reps, getting that timing down, because we're definitely going to need that moving forward. But first things first, the Dreadnought defense needs to come out here ready to go and get the ball back for the offense here nice and quick.
All right, so Tolbert's still in the game, so it looks like Marvin Trowers is probably out for the game for the thoroughbreds. Unfortunately, you hate to see injuries.
Oh, now he's starting to limp a little bit.
Deshaun Trowers, a 4-yard gain. Yeah, you're right. Now Tolbert, the backup quarterback, is limping some as well. So, Keith, at halftime, we had Mike Cobb up here. He did enlighten us. Lakeland alone had 15 penalties the first half for 150 yards approximately. 8 of those 15 for holding.
Oh, goodness.
And Hialeah had 8 penalties against them, so almost twice as much for Lakeland. Which is kind of insane. Yeah, he said he's never really seen anything like it. He's been watching Polk County football for a long time. Good job there tackling by the Lakeland defensive backs.
Pass is complete to
yeah, not much of a gain there at all. It should be about 3rd and 5, maybe 3rd and 4.
Yeah, 3rd and 4, we'll call it.
Pregame 2 yards brings up 4th down and 4.
All right, big play here for the defense. Get off the field and give the offense a chance to get back out there.
Yeah, this team from Miami, Hialeah, they're not very big, but they got some speed and some athletes.
Oh, boy, they got in there
heavy
quick.
pressure. They got a blitz, and they got the sack.
Well, that was a great call. Did the corner blitz with Finley Graham, and then Q Hall came from the opposite side. So Finley kind of disrupted it, and then Q Hall cleaned it up. Boy, that was a great defensive call. That looks like they might have seen something in their pass protection because both those guys were untouched.
Haven't really heard very much of Finley Graham tonight so far.
No, like you said, they haven't passed a ton, and of course we haven't had a punt yet that Finley can field. Hopefully
Finley's
he can field this one.
I tell you, these the numerals on the Dreadnots jerseys are kind of hard to read.
Yeah, they definitely are.
Couple
of them couple of their uniform combinations this year have been tough. And, oh gosh, boy, Hialeah couldn't get the punt team out there. See if they didn't get it off.
Oh, wow. This is not going to go well for them on this punt here.
No, this is tough here, tough. So they're back them up 5 yards.
He's deep in his end zone. Now he's going to be deeper in his end zone.
Yeah, but was that a false start? They're running out of room here. Well, that looks like they're back in Lakeland.
Offsides against the Dreadnots.
Offsides against Lakeland's actually just going to give them a little bit of real estate. Now they can punt for maybe just the edge of the end zone instead of halfway back in the end zone. Here's the snap.
Yeah, and that was a false start
and it's going to be
by the receiver.
Flag.
Boy, they're having a tough time here.
This could be, if Finley Graham doesn't get a chance to return this, this could be the shortest punt return for a touchdown in Lakeland history.
It could be.
Non-block, at least I should say.
And now they're back punting out of the end zone
Finley
again.
Graham and the other Dreadnought who's back there with him, I can't tell who that is. They're at the 33-yard line of Hialeah to receive this kick.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, wow, that was a knuckleball.
You can actually pick that up. Yeah, just get on it. Ooh. Yep, now we got a personal foul.
That's going to be a personal foul, Hialeah. So
yep.
This is the goal. It should be Lakeland 1st and 10 around the 13-yard line or so.
Yeah, I think Finley was so excited to try to pick that up. He kind of bobbled it, but he did the smart senior thing, fall on it, and then ended up taking one for the team and getting the 15-yard penalty. So, my goodness, we're going to talk about the offense being set up for your first drive of the second half.
We might get to the running clock pretty quick here in the third quarter, Keith.
It could be.
9:19 to go here in the third quarter.
Got to finish this drive off.
It's a late hit, just what we thought, on Hialeah. And so they're going to, let's see if I was right, 13-yard line. Let's see, it's going to be at the 12, so I was 1 yard off. 1st and 10 for Lakeland at the Hialeah 12-yard line.
From the 12-yard line.
You don't see very many drives starting from your opponent's 12-yard line.
Yeah, Coach Castle's got the heavy package in. They like to call it the jumbo package.
Garnett takes the handoff.
Right there,
Gives it to Bowman, and another touchdown for the Dreadnots. Bowman's third of the night, Keith.
Yeah, he's having a great night, and boy, just right up the middle, offensive line did a great job of blocking.
All three of his touchdown runs have all been plays that have been well executed, well blocked, and these really easy runs for him to score on.
Let's see if we can't get our little snap hold kick here a little smoother.
The last two have been pretty good. They're trying to get some momentum with that now.
Absolutely.
They botched the first one. If you guys missed it, the first PAT attempt after the first touchdown was a very high snap, but Arian Smith, who's the holder, caught it and ran around and used his speed and actually scored. That's why we had 22 instead of 21 and a half. This one's short, and he's going to score again on it, easily. It makes you wonder they're doing that on purpose almost.
No, I guarantee he's not rolling them back there on purpose, but it's working out.
That's another 2-point conversion for Arian Smith on a botched snap. So your new score with 9:14 to go here in the third quarter, Lakeland 30, Hialeah 0.
Scoring recap is brought to you by Southern Homes, your hometown builder. The Dreadnought scoring drive was one play and covered 12 yards. That 12-yard play was DeMarcus.
Speaking of field goal attempts or extra points, do you remember? I think it was back in around 2010 or so. Lakeland, Florida was playing LSU back when Les Miles was the coach, and they beat Florida in Gainesville on a fake field goal attempt late in the game. And they did the toss back, and it actually bounced on the ground. And of course, because it's Les Miles, took a perfect room service bounce. I was actually at that game.
I was too. Yeah, that was a tough one. Tough one in the swamp.
And I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, it was 2010. Myers last year. I'm pretty sure it was Urban's last year.
All right, now 30-0. Definitely opened up some breathing room there. Let's see what we got here on the kickoff. See if we can't get a good boot here. Give the kicker a little confidence.
Number 1, Celestine fields it and gets about 10 or 15 yards out to the 25-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Thoroughbreds.
The Thoroughbreds take over 1st down and 10 from their own 25-yard line.
All right, definitely it'll be interesting to see if they try to do some passing. Obviously down 30-0. And, of course, we got another flag down. Looks like in the area of holding. Have to wait and see. Yep, holding on the offense.
Flag on the play. Penalty is holding against the Thoroughbreds.
That's going to back them up to about the 15. It's going to be 1st and 20 at the 15.
Penalty brings up 1st down and 20.
And just another handoff kind of up the middle.
Deshaun Travers on the carry.
That's certainly not going to work too often against that Dreadnought defense. Brings up 2nd and long. And got another Hialeah player down. All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be back shortly.
Every customer that walks through our doors, they have hopes, dreams, plans that they want to execute in their lives, and we are a facilitator to help them accomplish those dreams. I think we should never lose sight of the fact that we are a trusted advisor to our clients, which allows us to really formulate a relationship with an entire family that spans generations, and it's frankly something that brings the most satisfaction to what we do every day.
All right, folks, we're back 2nd and 20 from the 15. Be interesting to see if Hialeah just keeps kind of handing off or if they're going to try to move the ball down the field. Yep, here comes a long pass down the left side. Wow, great defense.
Jalen Tolbert's pass is incomplete, intended for Frederick Eford. Zay Roberson with the coverage, brings up 3rd down and 20.
Yeah, Roberson there was just in great phase with the Hialeah receiver. Went up, knocked it out right at the point of him trying to catch it. Now we got 3rd and long. A long pass down the right side, well out of bounds. Going to bring up 4th and long for Hialeah, and Lakeland's going to have a chance to turn this into a running clock game if they can punch it in the end zone on this next possession.
Down and 20.
Okay, all right. Sorry about that. In the past, you told me you've got some other people, other classes come too. That's why I said it, so I apologize. But I did say class, it was for the class of 59. I'll say it again. No problem. All right, bye. All right, thanks. I appreciate it.
Oh, goodness, that punt just went straight up in the air, right out of bounds. Lakeland's going to start at about the 30, 31, see where they mark it. And 2 Lakeland players kind of run into each other trying to block the punt.
That's not good. It's called enemy fire, right?
Yeah, it looks like we're going to be taking over at the 32. I think they're all right. Yeah,
they
just
might be all right.
Yeah, just kind of ran into each other. You know, someone needs to tell Arian Smith he doesn't need to be trying to block a punt when we're up 30-0.
Yeah, no kidding. Especially when you're going to get the ball to good field position anyway.
Exactly.
1st down and 10 from the Thoroughbreds 32-yard line.
Well, the one nice thing, Jeff, we get a running clock. It'll really cut down the opportunities this crew has to throw more flags.
Yeah, and make up for the fact that the game was dragging along at such a slow pace.
Oh, my gosh. I've had a couple friends watching the broadcast text me and like, my goodness, both sides. It's not like they're just throwing them on Lakeland. My goodness.
To quote my brother Robbie, how many freaking flags can these refs throw in one game?
Definitely. Oh, there we go. Look out. Man, he's got a quick first step.
Yep, it's Garnett. Kept the ball on the quarterback keeper right at the middle for a Dreadnought 1st down.
And let's see if Coach Castle opens up the passing game here a little bit down inside the red zone. See if we don't work on some timing routes.
Be nice to see him get through a touchdown pass.
That would, for sure.
It also results in another trip into the red zone for the Dreadnoughts, which is brought to you by Highland Homes, the value leaders.
The red zone tonight, sponsored by Highland Homes, the value leader. Want to give a shout out to Coach Baylor's parents. They watch every week from up in the D.C., Maryland area. Glad you guys are tuning in tonight.
Absolutely, that's great.
Quick handoff there, right at the middle. But this time,
about three tough yards.
Were ready for it there. That's had some success tonight, but that time they stuffed it pretty well.
Yeah, wouldn't be surprised to see the Dreadnoughts come outside here, get it out wide if he doesn't decide to throw it.
Yeah, absolutely. And just want to mention Coach Baylor. I know he's the whole coaching staff is, so much time they all devote to these kids in the program, but he especially, I know, handles a lot of the recruiting and helps these guys, find scholarships and deals with the college coaches. And he often drives some of these kids up to go on visits.
Yeah, does a great
job.
Kind
of unsung hero, how much work he does behind the scenes. A lot of people don't realize that. So we just want to say thank you to Coach Baylor, all he does for the program and these kids. There's Bowman with the handoff. He cuts back to the left.
Goodness.
Breaks the tackle to inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be third and short.
Yeah, when obviously we have players like Bowman committed to Clemson and Finley Graham to Florida and Arian Smith, being recruited by all the top schools. But what a lot of people don't realize is Coach Baylor and the staff helping these kids get full scholarships to Division II, Division III, 1AA. They really all over the country that don't make the papers, but still those kids are getting a chance to not only play football, but more importantly, go get their education.
College education, pursue all their future endeavors, which education sets you up to do. 3rd and 2. Garnett
nice
keeps
cut.
It.
1st and goal.
Starts to bounce out left and cuts it.
Oh, and another flag. Look at that. My goodness.
We actually were getting a little bit of rhythm there. They kind of slowed down the flags a little bit.
This was late. I'm wondering if this is a dead ball or who knows. They've called so many different things tonight. It gets harder and harder to predict.
Yeah. Well, the only thing they haven't called is the famous, he's given them the business.
That's right.
I'm waiting for that one. That's the only one we haven't seen.
Oh, illegal block in the back. Well, that's one we haven't seen a lot tonight.
No.
So now, that's going to make it 3rd and long now.
We've seen so many holding, you almost thought it was the holding symbol, but
exactly.
It's very similar, the block in the back and the holding signal, but that was a block in the back.
Yep, 3rd and long might actually see a pass play here. Let's see what Coach Castle pulls out.
Yeah, it went from 3rd and 2, and we had converted it. Now it's 3rd and 9. Garnett has plenty of time in the pocket. He's directing one of his receivers. He's going to take off and run now, and he probably hesitate a little bit. If he took off sooner, I think he might would have had the first down. But he did get some of that yardage back.
Yeah, Coach Castle, I think he might go for it here. We got, 4th and 1?
1.5.
1.5, yeah.
And, to his credit, I think he was wanting to try to pass the ball, and you could see he was kind of trying to direct his receivers, but give Hialeah credit. They had pretty good coverage. No one was open.
Yeah, they've done a good job on the back end, but after that first quarter, the Dreadnought run game has really kind of gotten cranked up.
No doubt about that. So 4th and short here. We'll call it 4th and a short 2. Then
this looks
jumbo formation.
It looks like jumbo all the way here. Oh, goodness, plenty. Boy, he's a tough runner.
Jakari Martin powers ahead. He easily gets the first down, setting up 1st and goal now.
Yeah, I got a funny feeling we're going to see a little bit more of the same right here.
Think you were right about that, Keith.
Play game 6 yards. It results in a Dreadnoughts first down. This is brought to you by FHS Overhead Doors.
Dreadnoughts looking for another running clock, which I guess this will be what, if they get this, punch this in, this will be 4 out of 5 games?
I think so. All right, jumbo formation, Garnett's under center.
Nice run.
Jakari Martin gets his first touchdown of the night.
Yeah, and the referee gives the running clock signal, so now the clock's
touchdown
running.
Dreadnoughts, as you see the flag corps running.
Yeah, that's a nice tradition they do. Get the American flag, the Dreadnoughts.
Flags,
yeah, that's great.
So Bowman has 3 touchdown runs. The quarterback Garnett has 1 now. Jakari Martin has 1 as well. 36-0 with 3:50 to go here in the 3rd quarter. And as you said, we have the running clock now.
I get another chance to work on our snap, hold, kick. There you go. That's a good one.
Perfect.
There we go.
Snap, hold, and kick. It makes you wonder if deep down inside, Arian Smith's kind of hoping for a botch snap so he can run again and get another 2-way conversion.
Hometown builder. The Dreadnought scoring drive was 6 plays and covered 32 yards. The scoring play was Jakari Martin's 3-yard touchdown run, which brings the score to the Lakeland Dreadnoughts 37 and the Hialeah Thoroughbreds 0.
Yeah, Dreadnought defense still pitching that shutout, so that's great to see.
Dreadnought defense is very stout this year. It's amazing how many.
Lakeland High School graduates. At this time, please stand and be recognized.
It's amazing how many.
LHS alum.
Yeah, they have an alumni night. Just anybody that graduated from Lakeland. They did that earlier in the game.
You have a lot of the Lakeland alumni here tonight, of course. Class of 94 for me and class of 91 for my broadcast partner up here in the booth.
That's right. That's right.
It's really amazing how many seniors we lost off last year's state championship team. And here we are again this year, Keith. Haven't missed a beat.
Yeah, they look really good.
As
really
dominant
good
as ever.
Oh, nice tackle there.
Tackle there.
What's that, 45?
Kind of stood him up there.
Real nice play.
Number 45 made a tackle.
Yeah, Larry Jones.
Larry Jones.
Ninth grader.
Freshman, wow.
Yeah, look at that. Freshman out there making a tackle. That's good to see.
Nice. Speaking of last year's senior class, for those of you who watch Florida games, you've got to see Keon Zipper play some.
That's right.
For the Gators.
Yeah, he's actually traveling with the team, which is great as a true freshman.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he did get called for a holding call. Was it last week? I think. Last week against Tennessee Martin, Frank scored a touchdown run there, and we got called back for
yeah, he had a little hold there.
Holding, yeah. I think it was last week. They ended up throwing the touchdown pass to Swain a couple plays later. Nice end around there by Celestine. He's going to get out to the 35-yard line. It's going to be a flag. So that's going to be a first down plus probably 15. So they're going to get the ball out around midfield, I think. I guess they got him for, unless they threw it on a hole, but I think they're going to get him for maybe a late hit. Did he push him out of bounds?
That, or he might have got a little bit of the face mask on the way.
Yep, face mask, but it looks like it's going to be a non-personal foul variety, so it should just be 5 yards. So I think they'll have the ball around the 40-yard line now, 1st and 10 for the Thoroughbreds. I like the Thoroughbreds uniform there with the blue tops and red pants.
Yeah, that's a nice color combination going.
Reminds me a little bit of the old school Patriot uniforms.
Oh, nice play.
New England Patriot uniforms back in the 80s when we were kids.
Yeah, sure did look like that.
Nice tackle there for the Dreadnots. Cleotis Anglin with his second big play of the night.
Yeah, that was really nice. Got that deep penetration, three-yard loss. And that'll just wrap us up here for the third quarter. Amazing how fast it goes once they get that running clock.
So your score at the end of the third quarter, Lakeland 37, Hialeah 0. We'll take a commercial break and be back with you for the fourth quarter.
To the banners surrounding Bryant Stadium. Lakeland High School.
Good food, good times, and all the flavor of New Orleans at Harry's Seafood Bar and Grill.
Back with you for the fourth quarter here at Bryant Stadium. Lakeland 37, Hialeah 0.
Dukes is hosting post-game parties all season long after every home game. Bring in your game ticket and get a free appetizer with your meal.
It looks like the referees aren't wasting any time. Yeah, they're cranking that clock. They're ready to get out of here. They got to get them a little escort to get out of the stadium tonight.
Yep. All right. Tolbert takes a snap. Has time. Has the man wide open over the middle. Nice pitch and catch there.
Jalen Tolbert's pass is complete to DeCarlo Donaldson.
DeCarlo Donaldson with a catch. About a 20-yard gain or so. They're 1st and 10 at the Lakeland 46.5-yard line. So Lakeland's trying to, of course, keep their shutout, and Hialeah is trying to get the board.
Timeout, Thoroughbreds.
So the Thoroughbreds would take a timeout.
Tonight's sponsor of the game is Center State Bank. Thank you, Center State Bank.
Want to thank our webcast sponsor of the game tonight, B&L Tires.
Oh, they said no timeout. That's interesting.
If you are interested in advertising
So it changed our mind.
Contact Steve Madden or a member of our sponsorship team.
Yeah, I think there was actually I saw the referee on the far side. It was like the coaches were signaling a play in, and the back judge thought they were calling timeout.
All right, Tolbert takes a shotgun snap, has time, scrambles, is going to flag probably near the hold. Tolbert's going to jog out of bounds at the 37-yard line. But there is a flag at midfield. I would imagine it's going to be holding. And, of course, it is against
It has to be the 20th holding call between both teams at least.
Unbelievable. Once again, I just want to make this announcement. The Lakeland High School class of 1959 will be having their reunion coming up the first weekend of October. That's October 4th, 5th, and 6th here in Lakeland. If you're interested in coming, for all members of the class of 1959, please contact Alan Davis. His email address is ladavis3@tampabay.rr.com. Once again, that's LADAVIS3@tampabay.rr.com. For the class of 59, Lakeland High School reunion coming up the first weekend in October. That's a pitch and catch, but it goes for very little gain.
Q Hall was just all over that route.
Q Hall was all over that, as you said, and got him down very quickly.
Yeah, second
So about a 4-yard gain, but not much. PFG, who's that, Keith?
There you go. Yeah, one of the proud sponsors of the Dreadnots.
That Performance Food Group?
Or Partners Financial Group, just depending on what you're looking for.
Would you like to talk about Partners Financial Group for a brief second? No? All right. We appreciate all our sponsors, including Partners Financial Group.
Here we go, second and long. Oh, look at that pressure right away.
That was almost pass interference, but no call on that one.
Yeah, I think that was a good no call. They were both kind of right there, and just as soon as the ball showed up, nice play.
The Lakeland defensive back that blitzed there, he kind of jumped. I think he thought he was about to throw the ball. I don't even think the quarterback really faked it. I think he was just anticipating it. And
I think if he kept his feet, he might have actually had the sack.
Yeah, I think
but
so.
Now they got 3rd and a mile now.
Begin to shut off shortly after the game is over tonight, and this will be your cue to clear the field. Please be respectful of the staff clearing the stadium and exit at that time. Thank you for your cooperation.
Yeah, it could be 4th and 5 or 6.
Mitchell made that catch, his first of the night for the Thoroughbreds.
Obviously, anticipate the Thoroughbreds going for this.
And it's, Keith, it's not that the Thoroughbreds haven't moved the ball with some success now. They have, but twice they got in the red zone, and they haven't been able to come away with any points. They threw an interception, then missed a field goal.
Yeah, Dreadnought defense has done good. The couple times they got down the red zone, they've really tightened up the defense, kept them out. 4th and 6 here. Interesting to see what we do defensively.
Tolbert dances around, buys some time, and is able to complete a pass and get a Hialeah first down. That's number 4 with a catch. The Carter Donaldson seems to be his favorite target.
Definitely. Now it's just kind of trying to preserve that shutout. You got the running clock. We're playing off. We're not playing press coverage, but it'll be interesting to see if they tighten it up here, if they get down in the red zone.
Lakeland kind of deploying the bend but don't break defense tonight with great success. Coach Boldini does a great job as a defensive coordinator here at Lakeland, one of the best in the state. When people talk about Coach Castle, how much longer is he going to coach and stuff like that. Honestly, I think Boldini's been about 7 years now, give or take. I think Boldini maybe has extended Castle's career a little bit. I mean, having such a great veteran coach on your staff to be the defensive coordinator when you're the offensive coordinator and guru that Castle, I think that's kind of I think it's encouraged Castle to keep on coaching.
Absolutely.
Not the only reason, the main reason, but I think that's maybe factored in a little bit, They seem to have a really good relationship.
They sure do. And Coach Castle seems to just, still has the energy, still loves getting after it. And can't complain with the product. They're looking good again this year.
Oh, there's no doubt. But that's one of the things I talked about with Mike Cobb tonight. For those of you who missed the halftime interview with the veteran Leisure Sports, where I asked him what he thought about Castle winning his 7th state title last year and now his 4 different decades. Not that he needed any help, furthering his legacy, but what do you think it means? And I thought his response was interesting. Mike Cobb said, he goes, I don't think that Castle still coaches at this point in his life only because, or even that he wants to win more state titles. I think he still is coaching because he loves doing it. He enjoys it. He's still in good health, and he still is active and loves doing it. And he loves working with kids and helping kids out, making a difference. And I hadn't thought about that, because he obviously is competitive. I'm sure he wants to win state titles, but at this point, that may not really be his main motivation. I think he
I'll tell you, though, having played for Coach Castle, he's the most competitive person I've ever been around. So
he definitely wants to win.
I guarantee you he wants to win as many state championships. He always focuses on winning the district championship first. But, he's here to win. I can assure you that.
Yeah, that was an interesting response by Mike Cobb.
Yeah, gosh, how long has he been at the Ledger?
A long time.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
He's one of my favorites. I think maybe what he was saying, because I phrased the question in such a way about his legacy. I think he was maybe getting the fact that I don't think Castle was worried about his legacy. I think he's way past that.
Definitely. He's got that taken care of.
But I'll tell you what would be amazing, though, is if obviously they win this year, it'd be his second, back-to-back. Of course, he won 3 in a row last decade. But then if they do win this year, then setting up next year, it'd be a chance to go for a second three-peat. But then it'd be a title in 5 different decades if you can win one beyond this season, which would be amazing.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
When I was in high school, Keith, and Mike Cobb's kids were like, elementary age, middle school age, he used to coach his kids in baseball at Peterson Park. And I used to umpire baseball.
Wow.
And I used to umpire some of his games. He was the nicest guy.
That's amazing.
Loved Mike Cobb.
Here we go, 3rd and 5. Let's see if defense stiffens up here. We're going to try to
run
run for it.
Trowers, and he is, depending on the spot, it's going to be close.
It's right on it.
I think he might be just short. It's going to be close.
James for the tackle.
4th and real short.
Yeah, 4th and maybe less than a yard. As we're under the 6-minute mark here in the 4th quarter. Lakeland up 37-0.
Oh, he's throwing it.
He's throwing a 4th and short, and it's
going
to be incomplete.
Oh, it bounced up, and they're saying he caught it.
He bounced up, and he caught it. Wow.
Can't believe that didn't hit the ground.
It's a good. I know we've kind of criticized a little bit some of the coaching decisions by Hialeah, or questioned them at least. But that one, maybe when everyone was expecting a run on 4th and less than a yard, they throw the ball and able to complete.
Yeah, they got fortunate there.
The pass, Jalen Tolbert completes it and gets the first down. High snap, but he handles it, hands it off to Trowers, and that's going to be a touchdown for number 21, Deshaun Trowers. So Hialeah avoids the shutout and gets on the board. 37-6 now the score with 5:04 to go. Of course, there's a running clock, so now we're going to be under 5 minutes as we wait to see if Hialeah is going to go for 2, and why not? You're down 37-6. Why not go for 2?
Their one field goal try
was not very
didn't look great. So
impressive.
I guess at this point, and give us a chance to maybe focus on the onside kick, since they caught us not ready at the opening of the game. A little too much there.
Yeah, with the wind, too. The wind's blowing that direction.
Tough night for throwing the football, for sure.
Of course, I don't know if you know or not, Keith, but Mike Cobb's wife, Marnie Cobb, longtime volleyball coach and athletic director at Bartow High School.
Oh, I did not know
so,
that.
Yeah, he's got a good, has always had a good feel for the entire prep scene throughout Polk County. He was also saying he thinks probably the other best team in the county this year is Lake Wales.
Sure looks like it.
Even though they have smaller classification, they've got a lot of Division I talent, including one of the Gators commits, Gervon Dexter, big-time defensive lineman.
That's right.
Now, I believe our quarterback, Keith, Shayel Garnett, he was at Lake Wales last year, right?
That's correct.
I think so, yeah.
He was, yeah.
And a cool story about Mike Cobb, one of the games back in the early 90s that I was umpiring, and he was the coach. He was the head coach for his son's Lily team. I was behind home play, I remember, and either myself or my partner made a call that his team didn't really like, a lot of his parents, and they were booing, and giving us a hard time. He came out of the dugout, and another onside kick, But he didn't. He touched it before and went 10 yards. That should be a illegal touching, but I don't see a flag.
Yeah, he just threw the flag.
Yeah. So of all the flags they've thrown,
another flag.
Of all the flags they've thrown tonight, that's a pretty easy one to make.
Well, now they're fighting over the football.
Onside kick attempt. Flag on the play.
3:07 to go here in the game. 37-6 your score in favor of the Dreadnots.
It'll be interesting if we end up getting the ball, but see who this. Oh, no flag. See who the
They're going to pick the flag out. How do they pick the? Dreadnots recovered. Doesn't matter.
I think they were just kind of scrumming for the football.
I guess if you recover the kick, then they don't call it. I guess.
Well, I think there was a second flag. It looked like they were kind of like both teams were fighting for the football after it had already hadn't gone 10 yards. So.
Because to me, I'm like
now we got Mason Martin coming in.
I'm 99% sure that they touched the ball before it went 10 yards.
Yeah, we got the ball at the 49 there. And you got Reggie Kellum coming in, but boy, that's tough on the defense because he's not much of a drop-off.
He's a very good talent.
Yeah, he's not much of a drop-off.
And Mason Martin can really sling the ball there. He'll just be handed off here up 37-6. No, he is throwing the ball. Wow. A little bit low there.
Yeah, had his guy open.
Look for number 84.
Yeah, that's Castle just trying to get him some throwing reps because it's not going to stop the clock.
No,
you got the running clock.
You got to get some more reps for Mason Martin. Of course, Mason Martin is just a junior, I believe, or is a sophomore.
Sophomore, yeah, definitely.
Good chance he'll be the starting quarterback next year.
Yeah, he just tried to complete a pass to our sophomore tight ends. That's just Coach Castle getting the
ready for next year. Yeah,
2 10th graders some game reps there. Wouldn't be surprised here if Reggie Kellum gets a handoff. There it is.
And another flag. Why not throw another one? It's only a minute to go in the game, but why not throw another flag?
That ref threw that flag like 25 yards right into the players. Goodness. Illegal shift on the Dreadnots. Of course, by the time they talk about this, the game's going to be over. So, 46 seconds left.
Right?
Have another one of their conferences.
Penalty against the Dreadnots for a blindside block.
Oh, a blindside block. Interesting.
Wow. That's another penalty. We haven't seen it either. Another one in the books.
Yeah, it looked like the illegal shift call. I haven't seen them do that.
All right, 24 seconds to go. This could be the last play of the game. Mason Martin hands it off to.
Boy, that's a big
that's
running
not Callum,
back.
that's somebody else. I can't tell his jersey number. 30.
Who's 35, Jeff? He's a load.
Zaire Davis.
10th grade running back, 6 foot 225.
Another sophomore. He's a big kid.
Wow.
Might have the power run game next year instead of the speedsters.
And here we go. That'll take us down to all zeros.
The end of the ball game with the final score.
So that's your last play of the game. Your final score from Bryant Stadium: Lakeland 37, Hialeah 6.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Jeff. Always a lot of fun to be up here at the top of the press box watching the Dreadnots get a win in Bryant Stadium.
Really appreciate you, Keith, doing the game with us tonight. If you can stay with me about a minute, we'll do a really quick version of the postgame show tonight. As you see the Dreadnought players and Hialeah gathering to line up and shake hands there at midfield. As you always see nice displays of sportsmanship here at Bryant Stadium with the high schoolers. So, Keith, real fast, a couple of quick takeaways from the game tonight.
Yeah, kind of started a little slow, but I thought the offense found their rhythm running the ball, and like we talked about earlier, defense kind of stiffened up every time Hialeah got in the red zone, and end of the day, good win for the Dreadnots, but still lots to work on, lots to build on.
Yeah, I mean, you had to get Garnett in there. Kind of, we played a little bit last week. His first start, you can see a little bit rusty with throwing the ball, but you definitely could see how athletic he was. Definitely opens up a new dimension of the offense with the ability to read options.
For sure, and he had some great runs tonight, and we'll keep building on that, I'm sure. And like we talked about earlier, tough night throwing the ball, windy, and just his first full game even trying some passing. So I'm sure they'll work on that and get that going.
And as you said, the running game went very crisp. Mike Cobb set up here at halftime based on his stats. Lakeland had well over 200 yards rushing in the first half.
I believe that. Yeah, they got it going towards the end of the first quarter and really never let up.
And another thing, it seems to me like this being my first game I've been able to come to this year, Coach Cass was making more of a conscious effort to have a little bit more diversified running game. As last year, maybe early on, Bowman would get majority of the carries. He still obviously gets majority more than 50, but clearly with Martin and with Kellum getting carries earlier in the game this year compared to last year, and now with Garrett as well, definitely got a little bit of some more elements to the run game. It's just not Bowman. We'll keep him fresh, I think, which is a good thing.
Definitely a good thing. Give defense more to think about and will help us down the road for sure.
And, everyone talks, about this week, the story, Kyle Trask finally getting his chance to, start at Florida, being a backup but not transferring and being loyal. Look at Reggie Kellum here. He could have probably gone to another school and started at most schools in the county, but he stayed and been loyal, been the backup to Bowman, and I think Cal's just kind of rewarding him, getting him some more carries.
Yeah, he's a tough runner. Like I said, not a big drop-off and helps keep everybody fresh, and definitely he loves being a Dreadnought.
I think he'll have a chance to play in college, too.
Absolutely.
No doubt. So your final score here tonight, Lakeland 37, Hialeah 6. We want to thank all of our sponsors, but especially Agnini Family Dental, who's our pregame and postgame sponsor. So thank you, Agnini. And thank you, Keith, once again for joining us tonight.
Yep, thanks for having me.
And we'll be back with you. I think we have a home game next week, I believe. So we'll see you again soon on the Lakeland football webcast. If you're watching, Tim Conti, hope you're safe on your travels. We'll see you next game. And for Keith DeLoach and Michael Barrett and the entire crew down in the production studio, Jeff Goddard signing off from Bryant Stadium tonight. Everyone have a great weekend and go Dreadnoughts.